Yo, it's 8:05 and you're in the live. What's happening? What's happening? Where's my man Desange? What's going on, party people? You know what it is. It's Monday night. And you got a number 9 delight. Anybody that wants to come in, you got the link right up there. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? We got an Invicta watch party. Plus maybe a few other things that's going on. What's happening, everybody? It's a big weekend this weekend. A lot of football. Ad. What's going on, Ad? All right. You made it. What's going on, my brother? Nice to have you on board. Great stuff, man. Awesome. Anybody that wants to come up, you can certainly come on up and shoot the shit with me. The link is right up top here. Ad, you're more than welcome to come on up. Not a problem. I know Desange is coming in soon. At some point, he was just having, hey, Sos, yo. Desange is just having himself something to eat, and then he will be up. Who else we got going on? You guys watching Shop tonight or what? They got a Venom on right now. It's pretty cool. I wonder if I should put some sound on. I want to talk about a few things too. And if anybody's got anything they want to discuss, you let me know or come on up in and we can certainly shoot the shit on that. Some pro divers going on. I haven't been too happy with a lot of the newer models that they've been coming out with. They just had that what was that one they just had on with the, it looked like it's got hoses on it. I'm just backtracking on it.
The Sea Monster.
No, the Sea Monster. I don't know. It's got the hoses all over. I don't know what the heck they call it. You guys know what they call it? I saw the Akulas. The S1s look pretty good. I like the one with the white dial. And they got the Cologne. I know a lot of you guys buy the Cologne. No, I'm actually looking at my I'm looking at my TV screen. It's right up above me, right in front of me. Right here is my TV screen. They got the Grand Diver automatic blue label. I think that's all. I don't think that's the one that I don't know who was it. Kyle? Yeah, the TV. What up? But there's a lot of the new models that are out right now that I definitely appreciate the engineering that goes on with them. Certainly the cable work, and I'm telling you, I don't know which one that is, but it looks like it's tubes, but it has like 2 cables that go around it and then 2 cables that come up. So you'd have 2 cables over here on the side, and then the 2 cables that come up and over and onto the bracelet. And so I can't remember what the heck they call that that watch, but I just don't like the tube sitting up on top of the bracelet. Like it looks like a gladiator, but it's not a gladiator. It's something else. So it's the name of a snake. Is it a python or something? Maybe, I don't know. What do you guys know what a trap? You know what that one is? It's some sort of a snake, and I was hoping that maybe they would do something different with the bracelet rather than so the gladiator, they use chains on the bracelet, so they put the chains on the sides of the bracelet, and then this one they put tubes in it, what I would call tubes, but I don't know what they are. I have no idea what they are. I'm calling them tubes, but they're not. They're made out of metal, but they're certainly not. Maybe I'll look on that. But I do appreciate the engineering and the creativity that went into making them, but it's just not something that I'm gonna wear. That's for sure. I would like to see them do more with leather bracelets, maybe get a little bit more creative with leather bracelets. I just picked up if I can ever just get going on it, listen, if any of y'all have depression, man, I don't really want to get into it with depression, but it has a hold on me for sure. And it has for a few years, and it puts it like a kibosh on you, almost like it holds you down, like, and I try to get myself going sometimes, and that's why going out to see Trap was really a big step for me, to go out there. It was something I really needed to do. It was something I needed to prove to myself that I could actually leave my mom without worrying too much about it. I didn't really worry about her at all while I was gone. That's always been a big issue for me, but also just to get out of the house. And when you've been in the house, or you've been and mostly by my own doing, because I was running a business and taking care of my mom, and things with my mom kind of progressed, so I had to get rid of the business in order to take care of my mom. And that's really when the depression kind of just started to ramp up. Really, after I got rid of the business, I thought it would actually help it, but it just hasn't. It just puts like this, I don't even want to say it's gloomy. You don't feel like doing much, I can tell you that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look up the program guide on that thing. So anyway, so I bought a tool for leather that will stamp it. And I know Trap is into, like I am, into dragons. And this is like a dragon stamp. So if you get some leather, you can stamp a dragon scale pattern. So it looks like dragon scale, if you ever knew what a dragon looked like, I suppose. But are you guys commenting, or what's going on? Someone put up a comment just to put up, because the last comment I said, all right, yes, hit that thumbs up too, please. I would appreciate that. And if you go back to my last show, if you could hit the thumbs up for that one too. I think there wasn't that many on that one, but I would appreciate that. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, it would be so nice if you could subscribe. Sorry, I can't talk. Last I checked, I'm at 27, so I'm getting close to 30. Is that it? That's not it. Why can't I find it? Trap, do you know that one that I'm talking about? That one looks like it's got tubes all over it. And I think it's the name of I think they named it after a snake. I know they did the Coalition Forces. There's the gold label. Huh. I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever find out, but that's all right. So, again, like I said, there's a few other ones where the engineering, again, like this one here, the Sea Monster, and they put all that loom in there, which I figured eventually they would catch up to the loom. because this loom I've seen, I actually have some of it here if I can ever get off my butt, like I said. But there's a lot of loom. I do like loom though. I do like it, and I don't know how well this loom works. I knew Jesus was talking about the loom yesterday, and he's 100% right. That Invicta loom, whenever you take something out, out of the house, let's say this is an Imperious one, but that doesn't matter. If you take your X-Wing outside and you get it out there and you brighten it up and you bring it back inside, the loom on it, you got to be outside for a while, number one, and number two, that loom just seems to, if you're not outside for a while, the loom isn't that bright, and then it certainly goes away real quick. But even if you let it sit out in the sunlight like I've done and you bring it in, it still doesn't loom up for all that long. Maybe, I don't even know, maybe 10 minutes, maybe. So I'm hoping that this loom here that they've put on it, it's a different form of loom, and it should, in theory, work much better. See, they're showing it now where that whole thing glows, and that glow should stick around for a little bit of time, at least a half hour, if not longer, I would say. So, get Rich, what's up, Rich? What's going on, buddy? What's happening? Rich just joined the group. Thank you, Rich, for coming in. Appreciate it. So we're just kind of talking a little bit about what's going on with Invicta right now, and I know we've talked about it before. Hey, Trap, how many what's the name of that watch? I am just terrible. Not the Enforcer, the I can't even remember the name of the watch. Not the Enforcer, but you know what I'm talking about. The Punisher. Trap, how many Punisher watches you got? Matter of fact, anybody, how many Punisher watches you got? Would you guys like to see like some millipede? What does that mean? I don't even know. Oh, 5. Okay. 5 Punishers. Would you guys like to see more? Jesus got 1. Like, what if there was Rich got 1? What if there was I was thinking about making, I figured I'd start with the Punisher because it's such a nice piece of hardware, that that mask or whatever that they call it that he has, that they put on there. Ad doesn't have any. I was thinking about making some sort of a watch holder that would feature that Punisher mask, and then it would have, so maybe you have the mask. I wonder if I could draw it out. I'll draw it out quickly. And then it would hold, and actually make it out of metal. I wish I had a Punisher mask with me. All right, so I know that that's not the, oh God, you won't even be able to see it. All right, so I know that that's not the Punisher, but let's say you had that, you know what I'm talking about with the face, all right? He's got the eyes. However the Punisher looks, you know what I'm talking about. And then you put a stand. So you take that mask, put a stand below it, and then somewhere off the sides behind it would be some watch holders. So you'd have your, and you could even put a watch up top. So look, so you have your Punisher mask, and then behind this would be behind it. You have little holders for your watches so that you can hang your watches off the mask with your Punisher. So here you have the stand. right? And then you have the mask, and then you have the holders. So you can kind of put your watches, hang them off to the side like that, right? So you have your Punisher mask, and then you have the watches coming off the side. You could even have one up top, or if you want to feature it, I'd make the mask out of metal is what I would do. How do you guys feel about something like that? Is that something, some sort of a watch holder you guys would like? Would you guys like some different kind of watch holders that they're making? Because they all, I mean, they have this one over here. Right? You got a regular watch holder just like this. But would you like something that's more more creative as far as creativity goes about holding your watches or displaying your watches, make it a little bit better of a watch display, I would say. How do you guys feel about that? Anybody, somebody, one person, anything? This is going to be a hard game to watch. Yeah. So what do you guys think of that? Having some sort of a watch display / watch holder that's a little bit more creative than just this. This is nice. Don't get me wrong. You like the watch stands? Cool. You like the cases? All right. Would you like to see maybe the football game? Are you sure, Rich? Are you sure I'm not a hard game to watch? Maybe I'm a hard game to watch. Tonight, for sure. Who's playing tonight? I don't even know. I had a monster weekend for those of you who follow my picks. I can tell you this. Football happened to my picks. That's all I can say. Football definitely happened to my picks yesterday. Holy cow. I don't know where Desange is right now. I'm hoping he gets up in here, but yesterday was a big day for me as far as picks go. So, Rich, what if there was more of a creative type of case that would display your watch? They did actually send out one for it came with all right. So you got this, right? Nice wooden box. I don't even think they make this anymore. This was from a while ago. This has the sub 1 in it. God, am I terrible? Right? And this isn't made of glass. It's made of plexiglass, I believe. Yeah, plexi. But this isn't bad. What if it was a little bit more creative, though? Would you like something like that, you guys? You bought the 32 slot case? That's cool. Is that 32 slot one the one that's like what do you call it? Has like Vic has that one that's made out of wood? The case that comes with a lock, like a real lock, Jesus, huh? Yeah, you don't like the big Invicta cases. Well, Ad, what would you like to see? So you like to see. So Ad, you like this, right? But you don't like them big cases, the big 50 slot ones. You can't see them, but I got them over here. That's a The top one's a 3 slot, and then I think that's an 8 slot, and that one's like a 15. And then below that is the 50 slot. Yes, yes, that's true. As your collection grows, that's for sure. Yeah, once you start getting a lot of watches, like I have, God, I know I have over 300 watches right now. So they're all sitting in 50 slot die cases. Some of the 15 slot cases, and they're up here on the stand, as you can see, but I haven't really gotten around to, I haven't gotten around to, what's the word I'm looking for? Just organizing them a little bit better. I would like to get them displayed in such a way that I can kind of move them around and wear one each day and then rotate that. Just keep them rotating. So it'd be nice to somehow come up with some sort of a method that I can just kind of rotate those watches through and display them all at the same time without making too much of a mess. But I don't see any other way than yeah, and I've seen the I've actually seen those watch pillows too on Amazon that you can buy, and they have the different kinds. They have a regular, what is this one? They have, so this is a hard one, right? It's a hard oval, but then you can get a regular pillow, the regular soft little pillows, which I like. I like those a lot. This way it doesn't put too much pressure on versus the styrofoam. You got the styrofoam. This sucker. I don't know if you can get these, but I know you can get like a regular fabric pillow out there. These I like, but you kind of gotta size them to your watch, because if you have a bracelet, and my wrist is small, they crush the heck out of these, and I feel like almost it stretches the bracelet a little bit. So yeah, a lighted curio stand would be nice, wouldn't it? I wouldn't mind doing that. A lot of people make those. I see a lot of those on what's up, Vic? Vic finally made it home. I see a lot of people posting those. A lot of people make their own. They use LED lighting, and sometimes they have found stuff maybe at I don't want to say the rummage sales, but like, let's say a business goes out of sale, and if you get there at the right time, you can find some displays that you can actually take and then manipulate them so that they work in such a way for you to display your watches, so you can put in lighting and shelving and stuff like that. There are times when you can find sales on that, where businesses are going out and they're looking to get rid of their stuff, and it doesn't have to be a jewelry business. It could be any business that would have any kind of a cabinet, and go in and snag a cabinet and then just manipulate it to make it work for you. So what's going on, Vic? You had an unbelievable night, huh? Yeah. Well, as long as you're all right, Vic, that's all that matters, buddy. So right now they got the Pro Diver up there. That's a good old standard watch. That watch is you can always get that watch for pretty cheap. So Yeah, today I was thinking a little bit about the displaying of it, because I also have, you can see up here, these are right here. These are all beer cans. And those aren't always that easy to display because they're only so wide. So like it kind of goes good with watches, because the watch stand next to a beer can actually goes pretty well. The height of the beer can is typically the same height of a watch on a stand. So if you're gonna make shelving for it, right? El Gato malt liquor for you. Do you like the El Gato? Right. So I have some really good cans that I need to get displayed. Some old cans, some cans from around here that were actually old, from a brewing company called Hull's Brewing Company from New Haven. And they actually made a comeback, but I don't know if they made a comeback a while ago, but I don't know if it's still around anymore. So oh, I-84, exit 2 on I-84. I know that area. That's right down there, Danbury. God, I hate that road. I hate that whole area. There's never Connecticut drivers and New York drivers, man. We are just the worst. They are just the worst. And Boston drivers are no fun either. Those little dirt bags, I can tell you that. Sorry. I think I'm an excellent driver, especially in and out of the driveway. So, yeah, the whole area. If you guys aren't from this area up here, Connecticut, New York, and Massachusetts drivers, we are maniacs. There's no doubt about it. That's all I can tell you. Travis was up here driving in New York, in the city, and he got a little taste of it. And I got a little taste of their traffic over there, and it's nothing compared to what we have. But 2 trucks are at the scene. Yeah, that's not good. And then, Vic, were there people rubbernecking? There had to be rubbernecking going on. So yeah, both sides were shut down, I guess, right? You guys know what rubbernecking is? I told Trap what rubberneckers were. Vic, you know what a rubbernecker is, right? Yeah. Trap didn't really know what a rubbernecker was. I had to explain it to him. So a rubbernecker, for those of you that don't know, is when you have an accident and the side that the accident is on, of course, is shut down and driving really slow. But the other side ends up backed up because everybody that's on that side wants to see what's going on your side where the accident is. So everybody's sticking their head out their window to get a good look at what's going on. So in this neck of the woods, we call those rubberneckers. So, looky-loos. Yeah, I think Trap had a word for it. I don't know if he's still in here, but I think Trap had a word for it too. It was just different than a rubbernecker. Yes, a neck made of rubber. Yep, yeah. I don't know who came up with that, but I've known that my whole life. That's all we've ever called them. So, Trap wasn't aware. Trap might have called it a looky-loo. He might have, but I like that one too. A looky-loo. That's pretty funny. So, well, anyway, so you had football happening this weekend, and football was absolutely out of control. Yeah, hey, yeah, come on now. I would like to see that explanation. You are correct. Is Kevin in here? Where is he? That would be funny as hell, I bet. I just don't know how long it would take. But so with football this weekend, there's a couple things that happened. Now, there was a whole Aaron Rodgers thing. And yes, I know it's a joke. We all know it's a joke. He was actually good about it. We had to talk about it on my show the one that you went back and you saw it, so you know that we had a little talk with him. I just wanted to let him know that we didn't mean anything by it. I really don't want them to take that out of the show. I think it's a big mistake for them to kind of cut him off when he's going long. I think it's the best. So I think it adds a comedic level that is not always easy to attain. I think it's funny, and I know that everybody else thought it was pretty funny, so you got to keep it in there. And yes, we're kind of laughing at him, but we're laughing with him too. I mean, you got to love Kev. I mean, he's just great. He's such a nice guy, and you got to love anybody that's that into something. You know, if you're talking to somebody about watches and they're not really that into it, you're kind of like, but Kevin is just he was just so into the bracelet and the watch and the drill bits and going back to the store and talking to the friend and waiting another day and all this other stuff. I just thought it was just a great story. But Kyle finally made it up into the building. What's going on, Kyle? Good to have you on board. Yeah, so here's where football happened. The Raiders lost to the Giants. The Bills lost to... Oh, God, I don't even know. I got to look at who they lost to. The Bills lost to... Was it Miami? Oh, Jacksonville. Close enough. God. Same team. The Raiders lost to the Giants. The Bengals lost to Cleveland. That really wasn't really an upset, even though Cincinnati was favored. And I believe the Rams lost to Tennessee. And I believe the Ravens did beat Minnesota, but they didn't cover. So another monster week for me, I can tell you that. So I can't lose that piece of paper. But so, yeah, the Jags. So, oh, you got to fix a car. All right. So there was a couple things that happened pre or post. I don't know. The whole thing with Aaron Rodgers, finding out that he was saying like that he was immunized, but he doesn't know the difference between an immunization and a vaccination and a catheterization or whatever the heck he's talking about. The dude just out and out lied, and rather just owning up to the lie and just saying, you know what, it's none of your business. What I do with my body is my business. But I mean, it's so tiring just getting the back and forth with these people that, yeah, he is full of shit. But aren't we just worn out with beating these people to death about everything? I mean, he was definitely in the wrong. There's no doubt. He lied. He's full of shit. But aren't we just tired of chasing these people around and pointing the finger at them? I mean, it's just exhausting. I don't even get it anymore. I really don't even, he endangered a lot of people's lives, that's for sure. No doubt. He endangered his whole team and anybody that's involved. He lied, in And if you have allergies to some of the things that are in that vaccination, that's fine. We can understand that. If you don't want to get it, we can understand that. But there was no need to lie about it, that's for sure, and mislead everybody, because everybody thought that he was vaccinated, and he wasn't. So, right, just like you said, just like Rich said, just be honest about it. Right, and we can all respect that, right, Rich? We can all respect anybody being honest and standing up for what they believe in. That's, God bless. But if you're going to tell me something and if you want to stand there and tell us stories, and then we find out later that you lied, now we got to go back and we got to point the finger at you. You did this, you did that, you shouldn't have done this, you shouldn't have done that. Oh my God. It just gets exhausting after a while. And another thing that happened besides that Aaron Rodgers thing, and don't get me wrong, I'm not here to absolve the guy. I'm not here to back him up. I'm just relaying the story. That's all I'm doing. So you have the case of the running back for the Oakland Raiders, right? Henry Ruggs. Or no, is he a wide receiver? I think he's a wide receiver for the Oakland Raiders. So last week, during the week, the Raiders had to let him go because dude was in Las Vegas, because that's where the team's from. Dude was doing 156 miles an hour on the Vegas Strip with a blood alcohol level of twice the legal limit. Hits a car, kills one person, kills the dog, and I don't know if the person he killed was a pedestrian, but I know that there's a pedestrian involved. So I don't know if the pedestrian is the one that got killed, or if it's the person that was in the car that got killed with the dog. I have no idea, but I know that there's a dead dog and a dead person. And he was under the influence. And if you guys have ever been to the Strip, now let me tell you something. When I was his age, 22, 23, if I had even the crappy cars that I had, I would know that I would get on the highway, not drunk, but I would get on the highway and go as fast as I possibly can, because I love to drive fast. That's just something I love to do. But I did it at times where there was no one around. I made sure that it was just me and an open highway. So if anything happened, it was all just on me. I would never do that on the Vegas Strip. I understood, even at that age, I understood the consequences that come along with hurting somebody, let alone killing somebody and driving drunk while doing it. So if you got all those factors in there, there's really not much room for this guy. So I'm not here to absolve him, but if I was a friend of his, I would have to. Yeah, this guy was doing 156 on the Vegas Strip. It's crazy. Crazy. So 156 on the Vegas Strip, and he was drunk. Now, I've driven on the Vegas Strip, and I've been to Vegas. I can't even count how many times I've been in Vegas. And I have no idea where on the Strip, unless he was at the end of the Strip. Well, I don't know where on the Strip he was. I'm assuming he must have been driving a really sweet car in order to get up to that speed, because there's not a whole lot of room for you to get up to 156 miles an hour on the Strip. There's lights everywhere. There's cars everywhere. There's people everywhere. There's just stuff everywhere. Like, what? How did you even get up to being that fast? Where was he on the Strip? I don't know. Again, none of that is my point. My point is that his quarterback, the quarterback of the Raiders, God damn it. All that talking, I forgot the guy's name. I got Carson Wentz stuck in my hand. It's not Carson Wentz. What's the quarterback for the Raiders? Who's the quarterback for the Raiders? His brother was a terrible quarterback. Apparently he was on the strip, Rich. Yes, Carr. So Carr, whatever his first name is, doesn't really matter. I guess came to the podium and just said to the press, said, look, Derek Carr, or is that the brother? Whatever Carr is playing is whatever. And Desange, if you want to come up, Desange, you're more than welcome, buddy. So Derek Carr came out, yes, on the podium and said that he's just here for him. He didn't absolve him. He just said, I love him. He's a friend of mine, and I'm here for him. And this guy, he's 23. He's at the lowest point of his life. He just killed somebody. He's facing massive jail time. No doubt. He's going to jail. So, and here we go. Dickerson. Here we go. Double D. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, man?
Not much. What's happening, buddy?
I'm sitting here waiting for your link to drop in Messenger, and I'm like, why am I watching Shop right now? I don't want to buy anything. And I'm like, he said he was going to drop a link. And I thought to myself, I said, Self, let's go to YouTube's main page and see if I can find where he's at. And you've been live for about like 40 minutes or so.
I told you I was going to drop
ice on my drink done melt. I'm like, what the hell, dude?
I said, when you get in, I'll drop it in the chat, and that's how you come in, through there. Otherwise, I would have done it the other way. Whatever. You're here now.
I'm here now. All right. So we're talking about Carr and doing
he just
156 on the strip. What's going on with that?
Well, he more or less put it, without doing it, because the guy wasn't, Ruggs wasn't in the press conference. But what Carr was saying is, look, I love you, and I'm here for you. That's all he said. He didn't say, I absolve you from doing it, what you did, or, I forgive you, or nothing like that. It's a friend of his, and he just kind of put a proverbial arm around him and said, I'm here for you, and I'm going to be here for you through the whole process to help you get through it. I know you made a mistake, but, we can get through this. And, if you got a friend like that, man, that's really all I'm trying to say is, if you got a friend like that, that's all you really can ask for. And in your major time of need, who's really going to be around for you?
Your friends.
Yeah, right.
Your friends who will back you when you go ahead and doing something completely wrong. And they just look the other way, and they're just blind. They're like, he's my bro. I got to stay with him.
Right. we can help him get through the the bad time. We're not saying what he did was right. We're certainly not saying that, but you might actually save his life by being there for him, because it could drive him into a really bad place for sure. Because I don't. Come on, I mean, we all know that getting drunk and driving your car 156 miles an hour on the strip is just a horrible idea.
First off, how do you drive 156 miles an hour on the strip?
That's what I was saying.
There's
the
too many
strip,
freaking
right?
people there to do that at any time of the day. How do you even get that fast, dude?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to, racking my brain. Where on the strip could he have got? He must have one badass vehicle underneath his legs, man.
Right?
Because that's
0 to 100 in 2 seconds or something like that. Because there's no other way.
Yeah, that's just crazy. So that's really what all my point was on that whole story. And then we were talking about Aaron Rodgers too.
Did you see Saturday Night Live?
I did not.
Jump on Hulu and watch that. It was hilarious. Pete Davidson was playing him at the beginning. It was just funny. If you get a chance, just jump on. It's the very first thing, very first skit of the show.
Really?
Yeah. I was rolling.
Wow, I didn't. I had no idea. I thought there was somebody else that did something too, but I don't remember who it was or what. But like Rich was saying before, just you're telling the truth, and you stand up for what you believe in. That's all we can ever ask for you. You don't have to, try and mislead us. Now he's trying to mislead us about the lies about, I have allergies to some of the things that are in he doesn't know the difference between an immunization and a vaccination. He takes good care of himself. Well, apparently not. You got the COVID, right? I take good care of myself, but you got to do what you got to do. I got vaccinated just because I take care of my mother. I really wasn't going to get vaccinated, but I was just going to try and stay out of the way. But I really do think it's important now, especially with my mom and everything. So yeah, I'm glad I went and got it. Huh?
Definitely. You're thinking about others when you get vaccinated. I'm not saying, I did it primarily. Mine was selfish. I just wanted to go out there and play again. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I've done that on motorcycles before. Totally dumb thing to do. Are we talking about going 156 miles per hour on the strip, Richard?
Probably driving somewhere on a motorcycle. I've done, I think, 135 on a motorcycle, and that was not.
Thank God nothing happened to us, Rich.
Yeah.
So how you doing, man?
Not too bad. Definitely better now. I was in a mood before, but I kind of I'm glad I came up because I slid out of it.
All right, cool.
How you doing?
Oh man, I had Sunday and Monday off, and it's just like, I hate my days off because it's like when I'm at work, at least I'm not really working too much. But when I got my days off, I got this I got to do, that I got to do. It's like, God damn.
Especially on a Monday.
I barely squeezed enough time to go ahead and ride my bike today.
Yeah.
So came home, put the bike inside, went upstairs, took a shower, came back down, and I was like, I got to make something to eat. And I was like, Kenji got 4 o'clock. It's like, you were supposed to come on at 5:05. So I hit you up like a little bit before.
Right.
What's going on? Is this happening? And you're like, yeah, it's going to happen. So I'm sitting here like, okay, 8, drinking my bourbon, and my ice done melt and everything. But trust me, it was full of ice, and it was up to here. Now we're here.
Sorry, it was a miscommunication, man.
It's all good. It's all good. But I mean, man, days off are rough, man. You don't get to chill. It's like,
yeah, especially like on a Monday though, because if there's not everything's open on Sunday and you need to go and do it on a Monday, so you kind of split your days. All right, I got to get some of this done on Sunday and this other part done on Monday because
bro, I
went to anything that involves the post office.
That's exactly what I was about to say. I went to the post office twice today.
There you go.
Because I couldn't find parking the first time and it was just jam packed. And no, DD, are you getting things done? No, Rich. I was trying to send a package over to you, but that's going to have to wait for another day because Monday at the post office ain't no joke, man. I went twice and I couldn't find parking. I was like, you know what? It ain't that serious.
Right.
It ain't that serious. Yo, man, for reals.
Yeah, I know. It's just
yeah, I think the only time you really rest is when you're on vacation. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because any other time you're even on your days off, you're working, man. You're busy.
Yeah, that's what happens, man. I remember when my father retired, he was worried about being busy, and he ended up being busier retired than he was when he was working.
Please don't. I don't want that to happen to me.
Well, he had some good things to do. He had his buddies that he would go have breakfast with in the morning, and then he had his boat. He had a little, 20-foot boat that my grandfather actually left him, and then he kind of upgraded it a little bit more. and he would take that out and go fishing or with his friends or whatever. And,
That's what I want. Something to just take my whole day. That's
right.
something I want to do on my terms.
Right.
This whole thing about having to do other stuff, man, it's just like, man, no way. Like right now, I can't catch a break with the damn post office. I'm actually pissed off about that. So
yeah.
But no, especially it's like I've got like 19 more years left to work, and I'm done, dude. I want to really be done with my life. I want to enjoy the fruits of my labor, which is not much, but enjoy the time that I'm not working and I'm not thinking. I could just get up when I want to.
Right.
I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
no doubt.
What else you guys talked about?
We were talking a little bit about. I was talking a little bit about the watches. How I guess it might just be rehashing some of the old stuff that we've been saying. How I keep looking up. I'm looking up at the ShopHQ screen. So, how I appreciate the engineering and the creativity that has gone into some of these newer models, but they're just not. There hasn't really been anything that's come across that's caught my eye. So I'm just waiting for some new X-Wings to come out. And because I know there's a bunch of them sitting there waiting to come out. They just haven't dropped them. They got the purple label with a leather strap and a few other ones. Any Magnums on shop? I haven't seen any Magnums, Vic. Don't you got enough anyway, bro? Didn't you just buy like 4 of them?
This guy
with just bought like a whole set of them.
But you know what? He's been diligently like, chilling. And when they came out with the Puppy Legardo Magnums, he got on that one.
Yeah.
I'm a semi-retire in January. All right, good, Rich.
Yeah, Rich. So, and then I was talking a little bit about displaying the watches. Like I wanted to see if people were interested in how they have these things.
Oh yeah, the watch stand thing, majiggies.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking of maybe a better way of displaying the watches. I was thinking of making maybe like a Punisher, like a helmet thing, Punisher that had some pegs
to go over it,
huh?
To like kind of go over it like a hat, like a hat.
Well, not necessarily go over it, but have pegs come out of the back and hang your Punisher watches off the side of it or something. Or maybe even have that open up and your Punisher watches would be inside of that.
Got it.
Something like that. I don't know, just something different. I wanted to see how they felt about it. And,
What were people saying?
Some don't mind it. Some wouldn't mind something different like that. But then like Rich was saying, what are you going to, how are you going to do? What's supposed to happen when your collection starts to get large, and I'm like, yeah, but maybe just for a few of the special ones that you have, you have like a little bit display. And I know that Rich wants to get some sort of a like a glass case thing.
Yeah, like a plexiglass. Display and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I know that there's a lot of people that have gone out maybe to a store that's closing or something like that and snag a display.
Yeah.
Right. And you can kind of manipulate that display to your liking if you find the right one. And they got plenty of stuff out there. So I know people that put LED lighting in and they put their own shelves in, and all they needed was that glass case to get them started, and they took it off from there. Some cut out and put doors in, or smoked I even saw some of the windows were tinted or smoked, or like a glass thing in the back to give a reflection. Yeah. So there's a lot of things you can do.
No, there is. I almost feel like for me, it's like I almost have to have like my own room for the watches.
Yeah.
They're in my bedroom now because it's like that's where I get dressed and then I can see what I want. But I feel like I kind of need it needs its own cave.
Right.
So it's like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get my watch on. Let's open this door over here and then into another room, and it's all watches there. Yeah, I got something that displays about 140 of my watches right now because I got tired of the 50 slots. You don't know what you have on your 50 slots. You can't tell.
I know.
And you're like, oh, you'll go through three, because I had at one point 350 slots and a bunch of other dive cases.
Yeah.
And I couldn't, like, I would go through one thinking that the watch I want to wear is in that box and find out it's not there. I'm like, shit.
There. I know.
Gotta go. I'm like, man, I gotta hurry up, dude. I got traffic and everything. So it's like, I wanted the watches where I can see them, so they're actually on display in my wall. Well, I love what John, the phone guy, did with his drawers. Yeah, John, the phone guy. You seen this? Did you see this setup?
No, I don't know if he did. No.
Yeah, he had a video on it. It took him a little bit of time to get it right, but not get it right, but to finish it, because John is very meticulous.
Yeah.
But he did a really good job with this display. I mean, basically, there's just like drawers. You pull them out, all your watches are there, and you can see them right when you open up the drawer and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's actually pretty cool.
So did he take like an old chest of drawers or something and just manipulate it, or was it something he built from scratch? Or
no, it was an old chest of drawers, but I mean, it had to be manipulated,
right?
And he went down to, if you see the video, he goes down to the specifics about like how he measured this much and put the pillow here and make sure that it would have enough. John is like John's like that, man.
yeah.
Man, and I'm actually like at a point now where it's like because I went crazy after the last cruise buying watches.
Yep.
Dee is our Pete from Florida. What do you mean our Pete from Florida? Is that because
I don't know who that is.
From Florida, is that one of the people that calls in and says he's got like 3,000 watches and stuff? I don't got that, dude. But
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, Vic, you're gonna have to explain that. But no, for me, it's like I got a lot of watches, yeah. And the grails are well protected in dive boxes, and I know what's in them. But everything else is just out there. Right. And it's like it's cool, but it's a fucking mess at the same time.
That's what I got.
And it's like I'm like, okay. And I went crazy buying watches like after the last cruise, which was in 2020. Yeah. And that year alone, between myself and my wife buying me watches, it was over 80 watches since the cruise. COVID, man, shit. What else am I going to do? Sit here buy watches? I know, right? And so it's like the majority of those watches are Z60s, and it's like I don't need another Z60. So for me, I almost want to start selling. To be honest with you, I almost want to start selling.
Well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep my my X-wings and my.
It's kind of your moniker there, your X-wings. That's your shit right there,
Yeah, the X-wings and my Imperious pieces. I love my Imperious pieces, and there's a few other ones that I have that I like, So, but I got so many right now. I got over 300 watches right now. I don't even know how that happened. It just happened.
And you got to figure you paid a lot for those Imperious, because it's like I don't think you were collecting when they came out. When did you start collecting with them?
Probably the last year and a half.
Yeah, so you weren't around when Imperious came about.
No, but some I paid a lot for, some I got good deals on. So
right, so it's like to mount over 300 watches. And I know you were giving them. I know you were giving some away for OV and stuff like that. So I was
yes, I know.
So to think that you had even more than that, that's crazy. Oh my god!
I know. I gave out. I gave out that Shaq Octane. I gave out the Gladiator and one other one.
So you gave up some good pieces right there, because the Gladiator was a groundbreaking piece right there. It's like, it was a whole completely different design where they took that Franco chain and just went not only around the bezel, but it came down to the bracelet. Pete from Florida claims he has. Yeah, I remember watching
that guy. All right.
I remember watching that show. I was like, 27 bullshit.
I do remember that. I remember that too, right? And he built a whole addition onto his house.
But there were people on the chat that was like, bullshit.
Yeah.
They were so doing that. Let me know which ones you want to sell. No, man, I ain't selling shit to you, man. I want money for them. I ain't trying to give you no break, dude. I'll give you some shit, but I'm not selling nothing. I have to get vicious.
Oh, and Jesus said the Kraken. That's right. So I gave out that Kraken too.
You gave out the Gladiator, the
Gladiator, the Kraken,
which has got diamonds, and you give away a Kraken.
Yeah,
I'd have smacked you for doing that. Don't ever give away a Kraken. That's my shit right there.
I wasn't wearing it.
And
it went to a good cause.
Yes, it did. Yes,
it went to a really good cause. So, whatever.
Yeah.
It wasn't doing me no good.
At the end of the day, it's just the watch. It's
Yes.
For us here, the watch is what brings us all together to actually sit here and talk. So that's actually a cool thing.
Right.
But I mean, at the end of the day, it's a watch, man. Come on. Some of them.
That's my new saying. At the end of my shows, you can buy yourself a nice watch, but you can't buy time.
Yep.
So
that's a good sign off, dude.
And I'm not even gonna claim that's my own. I don't know how I put that together. So I just remember hearing something.
Hey, sounds good, man.
Or whatever, and I put that together. But I can't even claim it's my own, but I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
I might have heard something like it on. I was watching that movie, the new movie Dune.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh man, I loved it.
Good?
Yeah. For those of you who haven't seen that new movie Dune, if you like sci-fi kind of stuff, go watch it. It's on HBO.
HBO Max, yeah.
Yes. Yep. And I think that's only for a little while.
Till the end of the year.
All right. Okay. I don't know for how long, but if I do remember the original Dune, and I'm not really a big fan of the sci-fi ones, but I love this movie. I thought it was great. The graphics
the original on it. Dune back in the day, I fell asleep in that. I was like,
yes. Right.
And I'm a kid, and I like sci-fi at that point, but
yeah,
it didn't grab me. Some of my nerd friends, yeah, it grabbed them, but for me, it's just like,
right.
No, where's the lightsabers? Where's the lasers?
Yes.
I want that.
Same with me. Yeah, you and I are on the same wavelength on that one. But now I think it's great.
They did a good job.
Yes.
Good.
And the sandworm, man, that sandworm is insane. It's crazy.
Dang, I gotta watch it now.
Yeah.
I'm actually going tomorrow night to go see the Eternals. Gonna do that tomorrow night when I get home from work.
Who's in that one? I remember hearing about that one. What's that one?
That's the new Marvel joint. It just came out this past weekend. Damn, everybody's in that. You got Game of Thrones actors in there.
Oh, okay.
You got Angelina Jolie. You got damn, what's her name? You got a lot of people in that one. So,
yeah, well, same with Dune. Dune's got like Jason Momoa in it.
Yeah.
And a whole bunch of people in there that are really good.
Yeah, I love it. You mentioned Jason Momoa, you just stop right there. Yeah, a whole bunch of other people.
No, yeah, I know Momoa, and I'm trying to think of the other ones. I could, my problem, I'm terrible with names, and I can see the faces, and I can't draw the name out. It drives me nuts. It happens to me all the time.
What was it?
I couldn't even think of the watches tonight.
The watches are kind of like, meh. Like I'm watching it on the TV and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not buying that.
This one I'm really pissed about. This is the Chaos Fusion. I am not happy about that. Because the Chaos is such an awesome watch, man. And all they did was take who is that? Is that Heather? Please tell me that.
It was Melissa Minor earlier. I changed out.
This ain't Melissa. I know that. I can see the hair. It's got to be Heather.
That's a Shaq Bolt thing, right?
Yeah.
So, what
But I
else?
was not, huh?
I'm trying to think what else here. What else can we talk about? Because I mean, the watches are watches. They're there. They're there. It's great.
Yeah, but I was not happy with that new that one they just put up there with it's got the Venom and the one that I was talking, whatever. See, I can't even remember it
There was
anymore.
Excursion, the Fusion Excursion. You said you didn't like that one.
No, it wasn't. It was the motherfucker. I'm gonna have to go back. I gotta go back. Won't take long. Chaos.
Oh yeah,
Chaos Fusion. So they took the Venom. I think it's the Venom Gen 2, maybe Gen 2 or whatever, and they plopped it onto the Chaos bracelet. Now,
Go ahead.
I just don't. I think it's a bad idea. I don't think it works. They should have just kept it.
I'll give them points.
Fusion.
I'll give them points for some of their new designs. Like there's 2 watches right now. I think the last 2 that came out. Number 1 was that Fox, the Flying Fox. I really like the design of that one. If I had the money, I would get that because it's just a hunk of steel on your wrist.
Yeah,
and yeah, I would totally rock that.
I don't think I saw that one yet.
Yeah, so
oh no, it's not Heather. It's the other one.
Well, she's hot too, man.
Yeah. If they were gonna do the Chaos, they should have put like the Gearhead case on there.
You don't see Gearheads anymore, man.
I know, that's what I mean. So take the Chaos and marry it with the Gearhead, and that's from the Imperious line. Marry those 2 together.
Yeah.
Fuck.
At least it makes sense. You keeping from the same. Yeah, at least that makes sense. I hear you. I hear you.
And that Chaos, there's such a that bracelet for the Chaos is one of the best out there for sure. It's a very comfortable bracelet.
The Sabakwa, I'm kind of digging on that, especially the gold tone one. I didn't think I would, but I love the mother of pearl on that one. But I mean, like the Python looks like something I already have. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not spending money on that. You know what I'm saying? But
is the Python the one with the Python the one with like those tubes?
Yep.
All right, so yeah,
it kind of looks like something I already own.
I know.
I'm like, not enough to. It ain't slapping me in the face like what Godfather said.
Right.
Speaking of Godfather, so. We just came back from our thing from over in Tennessee, right? And big talk was Godfather's having his because I've been busy, I haven't been on the chats and stuff like that lately. So
he's
the big
having a
talk
party.
that Godfather's going to have his
Memorial Day.
Yes, it's finally happening.
Yes.
Problem with that is now that Kenny went ahead and opened that door. To an Invicta event.
I know you wanted to do something.
I want to do something. And I think the ideal time to come to San Diego would be around that time in the month of either April or May. Because before it starts to get uncomfortably hot and there's too many kids out from school. So I actually I sent Godfather a message. Hey, buddy, how's it been? You know? Well, I didn't ask him like that. I was very blunt. Hey, man, when you doing your thing? And then I had to check myself. It's like, man, how you doing? Sometimes I get like that. Sometimes I'm like to the point, and I'm like, wait a minute, wait. Ask the motherfucker how he's doing. I'm sorry, I've been drinking. I'm like, ask the
motherfucker how he's doing first before you roll him.
How's life treating him? Everything's okay. You good? All right. So when you gonna have this thing? No, I go the opposite way. I'm like, hey man, when you gonna have your thing? You know?
Yeah. And then you'll get into
I check myself. I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. How are you doing, Godfather? Is everything okay?
So that thing, as far as I know, that thing is set in stone. He does it every year.
Well, this is the first year that he's doing it with all of us there, supposedly. because we've been bugging him for ever since he threw up those grills, and we were like, "Yo, man, we should do this at his place," because ever since the cruise stopped, and we're trying to figure out what to do with ourselves.
Yeah,
last summer on the chat, that's when it really started to pick up steam with with the whole barbecue with him. And so the thing is, I've already started talking about those dates, and then Nightwing's like, "Yeah, man, do it, because freaking we're gonna go. It would be perfect. We would fly to San Diego, and then we do the get together, and then we would fly from San Diego to Hawaii because they got a thing going on, and then they would fly back and head up for Godfather's thing." But I'm like, "That's cool for you. It would work out great, but it's like I don't know if I can ask the collectors to come here and go to San Diego,
and
then
a lot.
Go cross country within a matter of weeks to Godfather." So right now, I'm going to meet with the charter members of the SoCal Invicta collectors.
Yeah,
we're going to meet this weekend, and we're going to discuss that. So
yeah, if like Godfather was up in like San Francisco or something, it'd be something a little bit easier to.
It'd be easier because you're in the same state, but it's like he's on the other side of the country, and it's like I don't want to go ahead and have people come over to San Diego and then turn around and go right back to Godfather's.
Yeah,
that would be too much to ask. It would be a very low turnout.
Yeah, no doubt.
Because if it's a thing over here in San Diego, where you obviously would spend some money, but you would have a vacation per se, it'd be great. But Godfather's is going to be more epic because that has been the talk of the chat since like summertime of last year. Not this past summer, but summer 2020. We've been harping for that. So it's time for that to happen. I'm glad it's happening, but kind of messing me up.
I know.
What do you feel about this watch? I don't like this dial. That Shaq.
This is one I think it's all right.
I'm not too thrilled with the dial.
It's just all right. You won't see any black spinel on a freaking X-Wing. I know that. My X-Wing gets no love at all, man.
I'm trying to think where they would put that in the dial. I mean, on the bezel. On an X-Wing.
You could just put it right. I mean, it's on the it wouldn't be that hard.
No, see, the thing is, on that bezel of the SAS, there's actual real estate to put spinel. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that you would have that real. Bring that up a little closer, because my watches are upstairs. Okay.
I am so bad at this.
Don't worry about it. I can see. The spinels wouldn't be as big as they are on the bezels of the SAS, that's for sure. Because you only have.
That's why they can make a 50 or a 52 millimeter like we've been asking.
Yeah, that's true. We've been asking for that.
And then it would have been nice to pair it up with Shaq. Not that I'm a big Shaq fan, but I mean it makes sense to go bigger.
How can you not be a big Shaq fan? The dude makes killer commercials and.
No, I love Shaq. I mean, I'm just not. I like Shaq more than I like Jason Taylor.
Yeah.
I'm not a Jason Taylor fan. I just never liked Miami. Miami Dolphins. Let's put it that way. I like the city and all, but
Speaking of football. Let's
I
go back to that.
Fantastic.
My Chargers, huh? How about my Chargers?
I had an epic weekend, buddy.
Oh, how'd you do?
I think it was 1-5.
Yeah. Did you not pick Buffalo?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I had Buffalo.
Wow.
I just ran them off I had Buffalo. I had the Raiders. I had Cincinnati. I had the Rams, and I had the Ravens. The Ravens didn't cover, but they won. And I had Arizona, who won. But like I said, this weekend football happened. That's all I can say. Is it
any given Sunday?
Any given Sunday, and every single one of them happened on the same day.
damn. Yeah, there's a lot of scratching your heads like, what the hell?
Because even the Cowboys too, right?
Yup. Denver came in there and beat that ass. I think
weren't they a
the
10-point favorite?
was spanking the NFC. It's like between us and the
Rich,
the
take
Eagles.
care of yourself, buddy. Rich is leaving.
All right,
Sorry.
later, Rich. I can't see the chat. Got to cut out.
Right.
Take care, wife. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that just came up. Okay.
Wife's home. That's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, they were a 10-point. I think they were a 10-point favorite, and they got cranked.
Yeah.
And then Buffalo only scores what, 6 points against Jacksonville?
I know, right? The Jags. Oh my God.
Come on.
I was seeing the ticker because that game wasn't on over here, and I was like, a couple of times I kept looking. And I was like, "Am I seeing that right? No, that can't be it. That's the score is flipped."
And Vic is a Giants fan, and I know he was ripping on the Giants, and I had picked the Raiders, and the Giants ended up winning. But I picked the Giants the week before, so
any given Sunday. I'm not. Hey, look, man. At the end of the day, you just need to be 1 point better than the other team you're playing. That's the bottom line. And it does, okay, so Philly is not what they should be or what they were.
Right.
But a win's a win.
Right.
I'm going to keep that.
Yeah. There was a Josh Allen was sacked by Josh Allen. Did you see that? I heard about this one too.
Is that Jesus from the battle? Jesus, a.k.a. Novel
Hosting. Yeah. Yeah, from the battle.
I just saw that battle this morning. Because I was just like, I was out of it, man. This whole weekend. Football got me crazy on Sunday. I was like, no, I got to stay here and watch this.
Right.
But
well, there's a Josh Allen. There's a Josh Allen on Jacksonville defense. And Josh Allen sacked Josh Allen.
I just realized that when he typed in.
And and Jesus, correct me if I'm wrong, there might even have been an interception too. I think Josh Allen intercepted Josh Allen too. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one. There was an interception and a sack. Maybe it'll come up with that.
Hey, I wanted to say, Jesus, you did a great job for your first time out on that battle, man. That was
yes.
Stepping out, man. I was like, wow, look at the rookie coming up, dude. It's like,
and he had a lot of solid pieces, man.
Yeah, he did.
No doubt.
It's funny because it's like it took me a while to get my 10th piece. It took me a while to get my 20th piece. Some of these people are doing it within a matter of months. So it's like, And
he got a lot of heat too.
Yes, he did. I was like, whoa, look at the kid. He's coming out. He's coming out. Oh shit. So
right.
Yeah, that was actually a cool battle.
No doubt.
Very
what?
I felt like on the other hand, it was like, Kyle was just answering him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But it was just like Kyle had there was like one watch where I think Kyle was like, nope, gotcha, checkmate, boom. Other than that, Kyle had to go ahead and respond back to him.
Yeah.
So that was really good, man. Congrats,
it was definitely a good battle. We were definitely entertained, and they definitely the two of them definitely brought out a lot of good watches. So that's all we can ever ask for.
No, yeah. And the thing too was what I really dug about his battle was he was able to tell the story of the watch and how he got it, how he started collecting. This is my first. That stuff is like what is needed. Anybody can just take a watch from their collection, just like, here you go. Right. Here you go. But there's got to be a story. There's got to be an element that's got to let the people, want to care and vote number one or number two, whatever you are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's definitely that, and I did appreciate that from him. So that was a real good job, man.
And we know not every watch can have a story, but
not all of them do. But if you can bring something to the table that will make you care about that watch, you win in that round, man.
Yeah, something. Even if it's
I
you
felt
know,
like
about the movement or who you got it from, or
hey, it ain't as all. What do you say? Life ain't all sunshine and rainbows. He said he
oh,
felt
in
like
the
he was
movie.
Rocky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that movie in so long. I don't even know. I know there's a lot of people that can rattle off those scenes word by word, but I'm not one of them.
Yo, for reals, like my favorite movie all time, you would figure it would be this, like Star Wars. Oh shit, I can't show my tat, but I've got a tat of Vader, right?
Yeah.
You figure it would be that. Anybody who just meets me, like, oh, Star Wars is your favorite? Nope. Number one all time, Rocky 2.
Rocky 2.
Rocky 2, not one. One pissed me off. Now, okay, let's rewind that, right?
Yep.
Back in what was it, 77 or 78 when Rocky came out? I'm not sure. It was one of those years, right? 78,
Yeah.
79. The first Rocky. I'm there in the movie theaters. I'm like 7 years old, 6 years old, watching this, and the whole buildup was for him to freaking win the damn thing.
Right.
And he loses. And I was like, I didn't get it. I'm black. I'm supposed to be going for Apollo Creed, right?
Right.
So, but that I was hooked, line, and sinker for Rocky, that character. And I didn't like that he didn't walk away with that. It didn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
And years later, I'm 48 now. It's like people are like, no, man. It's about going the distance. It wasn't about winning. Oh, bullshit. It's about winning. He didn't win. He got the job done in 2. And that's why that's my favorite. And that one was more of an emotional connection with me. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't watch that movie right now without crying still. Did I just say that out loud? Yes, I did.
That's all right.
So, yeah, I mean, that for sure. What? Trap and I are going to have a bead watch battle. Should be pretty sweet. Oh.
Yeah, they're going to have beads and watches.
Hey, so you're going to have to hit up some, Maryland, their crew.
Manly
They've got
bead.
a bunch of talented bead makers over there. Man.
Yeah.
I seen those beads firsthand, and they're legit.
Yeah.
I'm not a big bead person. I'll throw it on once in a while to accentuate the watch, but they have talent. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that my man, Gonzo ain't got talent. Because that fool, he's like, give me a picture of your watch, I will match it. And
right.
Does. But what I saw from these cats is like they're bringing it to a different level, not a whole nother level, just a different level. You know what I'm saying? Did you see the part when I said the mail?
Yes.
Yes.
And it's lucky that I packed it. Lucky that I packed it so well. I always pack my watches good, man. I always make sure they're packed well.
That sucker good with a bunch of newspaper. Yeah, I saw that part.
I don't overpack it, but I pack it enough. I just make sure that there's no movement. So when I get it, I shake it. I just make sure that it's not rattling around. That's all. But I don't jam it because there's got to be a little bit of
give.
Otherwise,
you can't take it out.
Right. So I put newspaper in there, but I don't jam it in there. I make it so that there's almost like a like a rubber band, so there's enough movement so it can kind of rattle around in there. Yeah. What is this?
Barbecue match my sin, but no BB. Okay, match my sandblaster iridescent perfection. Yes, I saw that today, man. The cool thing about that Magnum you had today, because it was sandblasted, took it to a whole different level. It's like, wow, that it almost looked industrial. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
I was like, wow, they did a great job with the sand. See, that's the kind of shit I like when Invicta does that, man. It's like, there's a purpose behind the design element. Let's go ahead and do this to the watch. Yeah, because it'll change it up. You won't just have your normal Magnum with an iridescent. No, they sandblast that. So it not only has all the colors of the iridescent, but it looks like it's industrial. Like that should be part of the building. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Those are the things I really appreciate with Invicta when they do that. Yeah. They do it right and it knocks it out of the park.
Yeah. I love, especially when you get a watch home that you knew looked good on TV, but looks so much better in person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I love getting blown away by that, and that it happens a lot with Invicta. But I just haven't, just haven't been able to. There really hasn't been much since the X-Wings came through. Did you ever get to what?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Did you ever get to see this one? The one I got. This is an Imperious one.
Damn, that was sick.
It's a brown.
That is sick.
You can see the Imperious on the side right here.
Yeah, on the bumper there. Yeah. I think I've seen that one on pictures. Yeah.
And then they put the X in over there.
Man, when they came out with that, Jamal Anderson was doing the shows, and he was the spokesman for it, but it was just like, wow.
I want that diamond one.
Man, he lacked how do I say this nicely?
Credibility?
No, well, that too. But I guess I can't say it nice. He was not very entertaining. And the thing was, back then, those watch shows, you had hosts who were entertaining, and they taught you something. You learned about the movement. You learned about the engineering of those watches, which and even now, it's like between Jay-Z, or whatever we want to call him, because they keep messing up his name. But Jay-Z, he'll break down the watch and kind of like how he's doing now, and then they'll make jokes about it, and it'll be funny, and it'll be something that you can learn something about and still
be entertained too.
Yes. And that's a huge deal when you're on television trying to talk up these watches to have people buy them. Right. If you're going to be bland and dry like Jamal Anderson was, those shows were brutal to watch, man, because it was I
never got to see those.
No, and it's a good thing.
So basically, he was here to collect a paycheck, really.
Yeah. He was there to look fly, because he always did. I'll give him that.
He was always dressed. Yeah,
and
he was a dirty bird.
That watch, but I mean, the technical aspect, that had to go with somebody else. So it was always Mike that was doing the technical aspect of it. But I mean, he was just he's basically a model for that. Damn, that shack is selling out. Boom, boom. 2 colors gone.
Yeah. And the one that I want, that I don't know if I'll ever get, and I know that
the diamond.
Yeah, the diamond.
Jamal that guy's Anderson. The one that
there's the diamond Jamal Anderson one. There's only 32 of those made.
Yeah.
And I think Barry Feinstein has one of those. Plus, he has the other diamond.
Barry Feinstein has every freaking watch that comes out. I don't know. I guess
his collection is badass.
His collection is I'll get that one. I'll get that one. I'll get that one.
And they're all heat. They're all big time watches. They are just crazy.
I've never seen a beater on his wrist. I've got a Pro Diver Scuba, and that's my beater. Like, if I'm going to go clean the garage, I'll throw the Pro Diver Scuba on, because I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
That's like whatever, man. That's we all got a couple beaters in the collection. I don't think he has that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, his beater is like a Saz Diamond or something like that.
Right. Saz Diamond. I don't give a shit.
Right.
I'm doing dishes. I don't give a shit.
Right. Just something stupid. I know. It's unbelievable. I love his watch. I always tell him I have watch envy.
Yeah. I mean, I get a real good kick when he goes ahead and he compliments my watch, whatever one I'm wearing and stuff like that. That's a huge deal for him to do that. Because I mean, first off, he's got the watch. Secondly, it's for him to say something about the watch that you're wearing, that's man. Like, dude, you have that one. What are you talking about? But
yeah. And anytime he posts those watches, I always sneak it in there, man. Look, I love the watch, but anytime you're thinking about maybe you wanna, let it go, just hit me up first, please.
Yeah, that ain't happening. Especially on that one that you want.
The 30. I would really love to have that. Oh, that Jamal Anderson one.
That would make your day.
Man.
Okay, so I guess that would be your grail right there, right?
That and the other diamond one, yeah.
Okay.
But the Jamal Anderson one, I would put that ahead of the other one, yeah. That would be the grail.
Got it. No, my grail would definitely be it is a Grand Diver Meteorite Valjean 7751 with the colored Meteorite dial, and it's got a moon phase on there. Ooh. That one came out. That came out like maybe like 2010 or 2011. I was just in. I maybe had like 2 automatics in my collection. I thought it was badass. Like, I got an automatic. Wow. That thing right there. And when I started to learn about these movements, it was like that was bow down the grail. And I'm still waiting for it to come back up on eBay. Once it does, I'm getting it. I will spend. That's just it right now. I'm more geared towards looking into those ones that I missed versus the ones that are there now. The ones that are there now will drop in price. That Sabakwa Alpha that is now for $299. When that premiered, it was like in the $4s, and I was like, yeah I like it, but I ain't spending $400 for that. Right. But like, right now, I'm more interested about getting what I missed out on versus stuff that's here now. You know what I'm saying?
Well, just like they had the 25 slot dive case on, I think it was on last night. And they had it on for $79. I was buying the 50 slots for $99 just a few months ago. They don't have them anymore, but they had the 50 slot ones for $99, and now you're selling the 25 slot ones for $79. I mean, come on. So you know that's going to come down. All you got to do is wait it out if you want a 25 slot.
Right. I mean, there's some you just can't wait out because it's a numbered limited edition, and you've got to jump on it. And I hate that because it's like it forces your hand, and it's like fuck, more value pays.
You got I know.
Yeah, and for me, it's like I'm slowly getting out of the value pay business. I just want to buy my watches outright from here.
That's what I do.
Yeah,
I don't do any value pays.
Yeah, because it's like that's just a slow death. I get it. There are times you got to have that watch, and the only way you can swing it is value pays. But that's going to be moving forward. It's going to be my way to do things. It's just pay it outright. Right. It'll hurt. Don't get me wrong. It'll hurt. But I'll recoup that money in about a month or so, and I won't have to worry about paying for it. You know what I'm saying, for 6 months.
Right. Right. Well, Jesus got all his paid off.
Yep.
Good Same job, here. Jesus. That's how you want it, buddy. That's the way to go, man, for sure.
Yeah, Jesus, that is definitely and it's good that you're doing that now.
Yes.
Because you're what, 20-something watches in. It's good that you're doing that now. Keep that mindset, bro. Because I mean, I get it. There'll be that one grail that's like, you got to have it, and you're gonna have to bow down and do value pays because the cost of it's just too much. But for the most part, try to pay off all your watches right there and then.
Yep.
I've been collecting for 12 years, 13 years. I've been collecting for 13 years, and I'm just learning that lesson now. So if you can learn that right now, that is a very good thing.
Yep. I had all mine paid off back in February.
Yeah, I just finished paying off all of mine in the beginning of the summer. And I haven't. I bought a watch here and there, but paid it, versus value pay. Just outright bought it. Yeah. But like I said, right now I'm on the eBay trip right now. I'm trying to get that. Yeah. Trying to chase that watch.
What's the do you know what the number of it is? What the model number is?
The hell's my phone? I can send that to you later.
All right. Yeah. Send that to me. And I looked up some of the actors on Dune.
Mm-hmm.
Besides Bautista, who was on there, Javier Bardem and Josh Brolin.
Oh, what's her name from Spider-Man? She's in there too.
Zendaya
Mm-hmm.
and Rebecca Ferguson and Charlotte Rampling. But Javier Bardem and Josh Brolin, remember that movie that they did together? No Country for Old Men. Did you ever see that
Yes.
movie?
Yes. They're back together in this one, huh?
Javier Bardem is the scariest motherfucker I've ever like. Forget about these, Halloween and all these crazy movies, Jason and
These
all
horror
that stuff.
movies, yeah.
That dude was scary. The look that he had on his face when he was choking the cop with his handcuffs, and his eyes were like bugging out, and he's going. The look on his face was just nuts. I mean,
great actors, man. Great.
What
actors.
a crazy that movie. And you just knew that somehow, some way, he was going to find Brolin at some point. And he never got to. I don't think he ever got to. I think those other guys got to him, and then Bardem got to the Mexicans that got Brolin. I think the Mexicans got Brolin, and then Bardem got the Mexicans, and then he got the money and took off.
So what about you? What is your favorite movie now that we're talking about movies?
Favorite?
Yeah, all time.
Ooh.
I told you mine.
Man, that's tough. Because that's one of my favorite movies. I can tell you that. It's going to be something like
Rocky 2.
Oh God. Like, I don't even know how to do it because I have so many movies that I like. I don't know, like Easy Money. Because I'm such a Rodney Dangerfield fan. I loved Easy Money. I don't know if it holds up today, though. I don't think Caddyshack holds up today either, unfortunately.
Yeah, it doesn't, because a lot of those jokes were funny then. I mean,
yeah.
No one can watch it now and that hasn't seen it, or wasn't around at that time, would be able to. It wouldn't get them as good.
And I do like The Godfathers. I like 2 better than 1.
Yeah, Godfather's a great guy. We're all going to his place for barbecue. What are you talking about?
Yes, that's for sure.
No,
I do like that No Country for Old Men. I'll tell you, I love it.
You sounded like you did. I was waiting for you to be like, "That's it right there."
That might be, yeah. That could be, because really? I think that movie was so well done. And then there was another movie. God, I got to remember who was in it. That was similar. It was done out in the desert where these 2 brothers had a mother that had passed away, and the bank was going to take their house. The bank is the one that put them into, like, they gave the mother a loan that they knew the mother would never be able to pay back, just to take their property because they knew there was oil on their property. So these 2 brothers went on a robbing spree. They were robbing the banks, specifically the bank that gave the mother the loan that was going to take the house. Let me see if I could just remember who the hell was in that.
There's your Chaos Fusion online right now.
Huh?
There's your Chaos Fusion that you're so in love with.
That bracelet is awesome now.
Huh?
That the Chaos bracelet is awesome. Comfortable as hell.
It's really comfortable because, yeah.
The Chaos watch itself is a great watch.
Were you in the cruise?
Huh?
Were you at the cruise?
No.
The last cruise? No? Okay.
No.
Because it was the first time they came out with the hydroplated one. And that line was ridiculous because they basically, anybody who was on the cruise got the option to buy it like 3 hours before it even premiered.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
Yeah. And so we were like trying to do it from our rooms on our phones. and the Wi-Fi sucked, and I was like, oh, screw it, I'm going. My wife said, go ahead. All the women were like sick in the cruise. Not all of them, but a lot of women in the cruise had like, motion sickness.
Oh. It
What's
wasn't
Hexy
like
playing Matrix? Oh, Matrix is his favorite. Okay.
Yes. They weren't like food poisoning sick.
No, it was a rocky cruise. It was the wind was kicking up pretty high and it was pretty choppy in the water. So there was a lot of motion going on. The cool thing about the cruise, man, it's like everybody there is on the same wavelength as you. They all love watches and they're all talking about watches. We all speak the same language there. Kind of like the get together we had in Tennessee this past last week. I think that was. It's hard to put in perspective which one was better. The cruise is awesome because it's like at any time of the day I can go get myself a cheeseburger. Are you looking at that Shutter right now?
No, I'm trying to look up. I have my favorite movies saved on.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Comcast. You know,
trying to find that?
Huh?
You trying to find it?
Yeah, I'm trying to find that other movie I was thinking about, but so you can really get a good idea of what I like. I love that movie Fury with Brad Pitt.
Yeah, that one was a good one. But I mean, it can't really be your favorite if you don't know it.
I know, but see, I told you I have a problem. My memory is what the problem is.
Yeah, but if it's your favorite, man, you should know that though, man.
I know, but sometimes I can't remember it. Sometimes I just can't remember. Like I can't remember the people in it. The one that came out recently, The Gentleman, with who's in The Gentleman? Oh, Matthew McConaughey and Charlie Hunnam.
That was really freaking good, man.
Yes.
Yeah, that one was really good. I was like, gentleman, and you said Matthew McConaughey. He's like, that's the one. That one was really good. Oh man.
There were so many good ones.
Yeah, there were.
Let's see. Now, what I am a big fan of, if you may not hold me to a favorite movie, but I do have a favorite director, which is unusual because I really shouldn't go this way, but it's Guy Ritchie. I like Guy Ritchie movies.
Guy Ritchie movies are pretty good.
So like The Man from U.N.C.L.E. and oh my God, if you haven't seen Rock and Rolla.
I've not. Remind me, The Man from U.N.C.L.E., that's from
such a good movie.
That's the one with Superman and Arnie Hammer, Henry Cavill and Arnie Hammer, right?
No, that's the one I said before, The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Right, that's the one, right?
Yes. Rock and Rolla has Gerard Butler in it and Thandie Newton.
I did not see that one.
Mark Strong.
Mark Strong's a good actor.
Idris Elba.
Another good actor.
Tom Hardy. Jeremy Piven, who I like. A lot of people don't like.
He's really good too.
Ludacris is in that one.
Really good.
Ludacris is in that one too. So Rock and Roll is the name of that one. That is a great movie.
Let me ask you: have you seen or care to see the new Bond one, No Time to Die?
Yeah, I would watch that one.
Actually, it was a really good freaking movie, man. Because it took forever to come out with COVID, and then when it was getting ready to come out, I'm like, oh man, this is really happening. So I went back and watched every Daniel Craig Bond movie to get myself ready. Yeah, and it kind of just capped it off very perfectly, man. So if you have an opportunity to go see that, definitely.
I will.
Okay, so Vic's favorite is The Godfather, and then it's Shawshank. Which one? The very first Godfather or Godfather 2?
I would think he likes number 1. That's my guess. And he's about to hit the shower, so he's gonna. And he said he liked Tom Hardy and Venom. I like Venom too. That was a good movie. The Nice Guy with Russell Crowe is a really good movie. Catch 44. I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't know. I love Sicario. Did you like that movie?
Sicario.
Both Sicarios with Benicio del Toro and Josh Brolin.
Yeah.
I love Django.
Django was pretty good.
I loved it. Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. So, and I guess I didn't put it up there. I don't know. Either I didn't see it or whatever. Oh, well. All right, buddy. We're down to 3 people.
The hardcores.
The hardcores.
So
that's about it. If I think of it, I'll let you know.
Tomorrow, I will continue to keep drinking.
Nice. And make sure, yeah, Vic said it's the first one.
The first one. You know, I it's weird. The first one's great, but I actually love the second one better than the first.
Yes, Django was the one with Jamie Foxx, Jesus. Yep.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
the first Highlander. Okay.
Yeah. I like movies that take you on like a trip, like a whirlwind trip. Like you end up somewhere you never thought you were going to be.
Yeah, that's a good thing. It's got to be able to pull you away for those 2 hours or 3 hours. It's like from reality. So it's like, what?
Yeah.
That was really good storytelling, you know?
Right. That's what I want. I love a good story. So.
And then there's some movies that I like, for whatever reason, I decided to watch Deadpool this past weekend. I was like, you know, I haven't seen that in a while. The first one. And damn, that it doesn't pull you away. But I mean, you forget about everything. You're immersed in that whole world of Deadpool and his humor and stuff like that. So yeah.
Deadpool's the one with
Ryan Reynolds.
Yes. Yeah, I like Ryan Reynolds a lot. He's a funny dude.
Yeah,
he's a real funny dude. Yeah, and a lot of people didn't like that one that he was in.
Green Lantern?
No, the one with the hotel where they were all shooting each other.
Yeah, that one was actually pretty good. I liked it.
Yeah. I don't know why people did. I can't remember the name of it, but I don't know why people didn't like it. What the hell is the name of that one?
Why am I drawing a blank right now with that? It's because I'm watching this watch show shit. Let me get out of this.
See, it's not that easy. Oh God, that's gonna kill me if I don't get that one.
Hey, what are your thoughts on the show Dexter? Did you ever watch Dexter?
Smoking Aces.
Smoking Aces, yes.
I don't think so.
Okay,
it's a show?
Yes. Yeah, on Showtime.
What's that about?
A very damaged human being who, if you watch Godfather the way it was intended to be watched, it's totally different. Starts off with Vito as a boy, then Robert. Yes. Which was actually kind of cool to watch that. That's one of the more enjoyable parts, you know. And another enjoyable part is, I'm smart. I can do things.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So what was Dexter about? Damaged individual.
A damaged individual who has a need for killing, and so because his mom was killed when he was a little kid in a hangar, and so he got damaged. So the cop. One of the cops adopted him, and as an adult, what he does, he's a serial killer, but he kills people who are bad. And he actually works for the Miami PD. He's a blood spatter analyst. And so the cool thing about those shows where it,
so he's kind of like a vigilante.
Kinda. Yeah. He's
But
definitely
he's a little sicker.
definitely sicker. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
And yeah, and what the thing was, it had 8 great seasons, and they fucked up the last episode. The season finale fucked it up for the fans. We're like, what the fuck was that? You know, sorry. There's only 3 people here. I can cuss.
Don't bother me.
Okay. So it was like they fucked up the last episode, and it was like it was really shitty. And then the next thing you know, they just came back. It's called Dexter New Blood. And they're doing they're following up with the character like 10 plus years later. And they had its premiere yesterday, and it was really good. So, because he kind of forget his old life, and to everybody in the planet, he's dead. He pretty much reinvented himself, and he's like a soft version of what we knew him as. But by the time the episode ended, he already killed somebody who deserved it, and he's back to his old way. And it was like, oh, that was really good. The way they,
all right,
because I guess the original showrunners came back. The original showrunners were there from the 1st season through the 4th season.
Well, that's
and
good.
The last 4 seasons they left, and it wasn't as good, but it was still good. But they came back for this one.
It couldn't have ended any worse than Game of Thrones ended. That's all I can say. I am still not happy about that, but I'll never be happy about that.
That one ended pretty fucked up too. I'm not gonna lie. That was pretty fucked up.
They never should have ended that way. They needed more time to draw that out, and they just didn't have it. They needed actually a whole nother season, really.
I'm not too thrilled about what's coming out right now, this House of Dragon stuff, because with the whole Targaryens, and I don't care. I think they well, the whole series, the series fucked me up because I was watching it from the beginning, right?
Right.
And I had seen the first season, and like the episode before the first season ended, Ned Stark dies. I'm like, what the hell, man? You got me used to this guy being the lead, and now he's fucked off. Right. So you're like, oh, some shit's about to go down, and it's like you find out all this other stuff is happening. And the Red Wedding, and then Battle of the Bastards.
Red Wedding was awesome. Yeah,
Red Wedding was just crazy.
Yes.
There's like, if I ever go back, that's the way Pop wanted it. It's not the way I intended. You're right.
I was waiting for you to get there.
Yeah. So if I go back to watch a couple episodes, that would be it. It'd be Ned Stark dying. It'd definitely be the Red Wedding. It would be Battle of the Bastards. It would probably be the episode before the last episode ever, where Arya kills the Ice King. It was like, It was like, oh shit, you know.
Yes. Right. Well,
is it that time?
I think that they pushed it. Like, if they were going to kill her, which they never should have, but if they were going to kill her, it needed to be done in a different way. It was too quick. I mean, everybody else gets a pass for fucking up, and technically she only fucked up that one time. I mean, she burned down the whole city, but
it was enough.
She just lost. I know, but she had just lost her best friend and confidant, that girl.
Yep.
She lost her other best friend, the older guy, who got killed in the night of the long night. Jon Snow had pretty much told her he didn't want much to do with her because it's her aunt.
Right. I didn't like his story arc. I wanted something better for him. And
that's what I mean. So they needed to kind of change the arcs of those stories
to
have it come out a little bit differently if they were going to kill her off.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. I don't even like the way they did it with Stark. So
yeah,
the whole thing just got fucked. That's all I can say.
Yeah, it was what they say in wrestling, shit the bed. That's exactly what they did. They shit the bed.
Yes, they did. They shit the bed.
They messed up True Blood each season. True Blood, that was on HBO, I think. I never got into that, but I know it was a big deal. Anna Paquin was the lead on that one. She was
I like her.
Yeah. But I never got into it, man, because it At
Yeah,
that
I
point,
never
there was
saw
so
it.
much to watch. It was like,
Yeah.
there's some great shows that I've missed because there were so many other things going on. Like, for me, I'm from Brooklyn, New York, so it's like
Oh, all right.
I grew up. Wrestling was from the crib for me. My mom,
Yeah.
my dad was a taxi cab driver, and so he ended up picking up Pedro Morales when he was champion back in '73.
Wow.
Yes. And he's like, hey, do you mind coming over to my house? My wife is a huge fan. And I'm in the crib.
Yeah.
Somewhere with my mom's stuff is a picture of me being held as a baby by Pedro Morales, WWF champion.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. And so for me, it's like, wife number one, wife number two. I'm like, yo, wrestling's been there before you. It'll be there after you. So when I'm watching wrestling, it all waits.
It is what it is, right?
Yeah. And Jesus Spartacus was a really good show. That one, I every time I watch, I'm like, why can't we talk like that no more? Have you seen Spartacus?
No, not yet. No.
Okay, it's on Stars, but it might be on Netflix or something like that. It was really good. And that's a show that came back from a lot because their lead guy, who played the title character Spartacus, he ended up passing away in real life, and then it sucked. But they had a new guy who came over, and he actually did a really good job considering the tough spot he was in. Could you imagine having to cover for someone who was such a good job who's doing such a good job on a role, and then it's like that's a lot of pressure right there.
Yes.
And so
is Spartacus a timepiece, or is that like is Spartacus about Spartacus?
Correct.
Oh, all right. I didn't know if it was like a cop
and the Romans and how they effed him up or effed him over, and he became a gladiator. He was not supposed to be a gladiator, but he became a gladiator and was a really good gladiator. So yeah, it was really good, man. For a good laugh, Kirby Enthusiast. I did not watch last night's episode. Thanks for reminding me, Vic.
A lot of people like that. I never got into it, but a lot of people like that show.
Do yourself a favor.
Show.
You have HBO Max.
Yeah.
Do yourself a favor. Jump in. You will not be disappointed.
No, I know. Everyone says that. I know.
You will not be disappointed. The earlier seasons are just oh my God.
Yeah.
The very first episode.
That's Larry David, right?
Huh? Larry David.
Larry David, yeah.
Larry David.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. So yeah, if you get a chance to do that one for sure.
All right. Sounds good.
My phone fell down underneath the couch there, and like my son is blowing me up, and my wife is just texting me right now. I'm like, shit.
And you don't even care.
I can't right now. I'm on with Ganji. That's who I'm on with.
Mr. Hightower's here.
That's right.
Wow, I didn't know Hightower was here.
There you go.
I don't know if he's been here or not, but he popped on now. I'm looking at that Sabakwa Alpha again. I have a Sabakwa 3, all black, that looks like that black one all the way over to the left. It was actually one of my first watches.
What was your first watch?
It was a gunmetal bolt. I'll have to pull it out sometime on a strap.
There you go.
Something easy. I didn't know what I was doing. So I went and Heather talked me into it, of course.
Heather can talk a lot of things into a lot of
Heather
things.
said if there was a man wearing this in the room and I came into the room and I saw that watch, I would notice him right away. I said, I'll take that watch.
You're like, okay, what's the phone number? What's the item number?
And where are you going to be so I can wear that watch?
Oh, my God. Yo, man, when I was watching the shows, the item numbers used to start with a J. It'd be like J142637.
Really?
Yeah, it was like that, man, back in the day, man.
Awesome. Well, I mean, you were watching back in the Shop NBC days too, right?
NBC days, yeah.
See, I never even knew about that.
No, man, it was one of those things because before I never watched the damn. I would flip through the channels and stuff. I would never like watch it, you know. And then all of a sudden, I just start flipping channels, and boom, I get caught up in that.
So I'll give you a little nostalgia then.
Okay, all right.
It better be in here. Yes. So that Imperious, that brown Imperious that I just bought, I bought from a collector.
It's got the J number. It's got the J number. Oh, damn. That's awesome. And it says Shop NBC on the upper left. Yeah. I used to scan my receipts in and then shred them.
Oh, scan them into the computer?
Yeah. And it was crazy. I used to have like a spreadsheet with all that. I was like, after a while, you're like, nope, I'm not doing that anymore.
Yeah. I love the Imperious box, how it's routed out.
Yep.
Such a beautiful box.
And the thing was, it was Imperious was bankrolled by Invicta. Because I guess you know that Invicta has like they have they pretty much Shop NBC. What's up? Someone's leaving?
No, Vic is finally leaving.
Okay. Good night, Vic. And Mr. Hightower just came in.
Yeah. I guess the deal was for Imperious is that Imperious made their watches really well, right? But it took them a long time to make their watches.
Yeah.
So what Invicta did for Imperious is that it helped speed them up. It gave them access to doing things faster. Same quality, just getting it done a little faster so that they could push out more quantity. The flip side is that Imperious imparted some of their quality into Invicta.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally, eventually, Invicta ate everything up. But that's how the original deal started.
Yeah. And Invicta was the huge player on the network at the time.
Yeah.
It still is. I mean, say what you want to, they sell the majority of stuff. But no, Invicta, there were other watch brands on there. There was Sterling, there was Renato, there was Exoskeleton, and of course Android was there. But the big dog was Invicta. You know what I'm saying? They had, whereas these other watch shows had maybe an hour, or if they were lucky, 2 hours a night.
Right.
Invicta had like
3 or 4
hours, 5 hours. Sometimes they did a whole day. It was Invicta.
Right. Yes.
And those other brands could just not compete.
And I remember they would be sitting down by the pool or at the dock or on a boat or somewhere like that. They always had the models all over the place. Yeah.
You just couldn't compete with that firepower. And then that too is like I think the only brand that's still left on Shop that actually was there in their heyday with that is Deep Blue.
Oh, okay.
And I don't actually own a Deep Blue watch. I would if they would come out with the 50 millimeter that I would like. Their 45 millimeter watches are just banging. I'm like, like first off, straight up, it's a dive watch. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
That is straight up a dive watch.
Yeah.
Number 2, that loom is ridiculous. Them
love it.
And Deep Blue and Android have got the strongest loom on their watches. And the tritium tubes was all Android and all Deep Blue. Deep Blue was like big on the tritium tubes because they're dive watches.
Right.
I mean, the Trit Night from Invicta. Well, I mean, he just mentioned it. He mentioned it that you can go ahead and your loom won't last as long when you come back inside from wearing an Invicta watch versus wearing an Android, and that's a fact.
if it lasts like 10 minutes, you get a lot out of it.
Yeah, but you'd have to charge it for a long time, which is why I'm actually interested in these thermoglow watches here.
Right.
I hope that they can up their Loom game.
Yeah.
When I first started posting watch pics, I would always put the Loom pic on there, but it became too difficult because it's like by the time you come from outside to inside, then you got to go ahead and catch that Loom.
Right.
And it's not shining bright enough, and it's
you gotta
like
find a closet or some space.
I gotta go to work. I ain't trying to go into the bathroom with the lights off to take a damn picture. Screw that.
I do the same thing. I know.
Yeah, it's like I got shit to do. I gotta go to work. I can't fuck around with this.
I know. It is a process, but I love seeing the Loom pic. I do like seeing the Loom pic.
Yeah, the Loom pic is it's a feature that is very much sought after. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and actually, we
loves her Loom
that before.
Yeah, T loves her Loom, man. She I don't think there was anybody more excited than myself, other than T, when they came out with those tritium tubes for Invicta, because they don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And tritium tubes are a huge deal because it's not every watch offers that. And like right now, I can go upstairs into my watch winder, and my tritium tubes are still lit up, and I haven't worn it in a while. You know what I'm saying?
No, they're good. They're going to be lit up forever. Well, 25 years.
25 years. Right. Yeah. By the time it's not lit up anymore, I won't care anything about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So those are the things right there. It's like those special features with watches where, does it loom? What kind of movement? Is the material like, I think who was it? Android came out with one where they had a resin bezel. It was just recent, and I think a bunch of people picked up on it. And I dig that, where you have like different material for watch building. Like I have a Torby Venom that's got hematite on the dial. You know what I'm saying? Right. I love that because it's like, I don't know if it's a bragging point or another thing to say about the watch. You're like, this has got hematite on the damn dial.
Yeah.
You're like, what? Yes, it's not just a regular dial.
Right, right. It's like meteorite,
Meteorite, boom.
Yes.
Those
but the resin,
this
loom should be the loom that they came out with, that resin that goes in, where the cable used to be. It should be more luminous than the regular loom.
Right. If you're calling a watch a thermoglow thing,
it better glow.
It better light up the world. You know what I'm saying? So,
and for at least an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the cool things about the T100, the tubes, is like I'm in the movie theater and I can always look down and see what time it is.
Yeah.
I don't need to charge that thing.
No.
I can always see everything that's going on with that.
Yeah.
So, and was it Android? Basically, they were on it with the Loom, and so is Deep Blue.
Yes, Deep Blue too, because it's a real dive watch.
Yeah, and the thing about Deep Blue is they had awesome designs, but I really couldn't stand the fact that they were 45 millimeters.
They're small.
For me, yeah. I mean, for me, I have one 45 millimeter in my collection. It's only because Godfather was like, just do it. Otherwise, I would not have done it.
Yeah.
I would not have done it.
Yeah.
Because nothing goes on my wrist if it's not 47 millimeters or up. If it's under 47 millimeters, it better be damn well special. It better have like, something going on with it.
Yeah.
And so I own one watch that's 45. I own two watches. No, because the thing is the X-Wings are 46 millimeters, but they don't fit like a 46 millimeter.
No, they wear like a 50 millimeter.
Right. So I have about 4 X-Wings.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm not getting gangy on the X-Wings, but I got a couple. I got 4. One of the watches that I love is the Herc.
Yes.
The Herc. Any watch that you throw on your wrist that commands attention, like
Oh, that thing is, yeah.
Yeah, the Herc, the Gladiator. You're not gonna find something that, like, the Kraken is not going to demand a lot of attention unless it's fully visible.
Yeah.
But I mean, you don't need for the Herc or the Gladiator, you don't need it to be fully visible. The cuff can block half of that watch, and people are gonna be, what the fuck is that? Why are you wearing a chain on your wrist? And what's up with that?
Yes.
So,
and I snagged this one. This is.
What's with the center of the dial? Is that different material?
It's just old.
No, but I mean the center portion of the dial is like different than where the hour markers are. The outer portion of the dial. What
I don't know. It's an older Imperious. Let's put it that way. It's automatic, so it's real small. It's like
this
a
is 30. Imperious?
Yes, it's an old Imperious. It's like from the I think it's 1950s.
Wow.
And I got it sent out to Tommy Big Time's guy, and he said this thing is running plus or minus like 3 seconds.
Shit.
He said it's running like it's running like a Seiko.
That's cool.
And it's from the 1960s. He said the thing is dead on.
That's cool.
Yes. And I got it for, I think it was just under $100, but it came from the UK. But it's
UK.
a great little watch.
That's cool.
I was thinking about doing something with the leather band, but I haven't done anything with. Oh, there you go.
Wow. Is the sub dial in the 6 o'clock? That's the second hand. It looks like it. It's an automatic too, right?
Yeah, you can see it. It's moving.
Yeah, it's moving. It's an auto.
Yeah, it's moving. That's the second hand. Yep. Pretty cool.
And plus or minus 2 to 3 seconds?
Yes.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
For like a 1950s watch.
That's freaking awesome.
Yeah, and it's not waterproof. I don't know if it'll.
Don't take it in the ocean. That's for sure.
No, I don't know if the back will ever.
Yeah. It's not exhibition anyway, so we're good.
No, but you got to see the Imperious part. You could see it's wiped out, but I love it. I love it. I've worn it a couple times, and I try to keep it wound so it doesn't get gummed up. But I leave it hanging. So that's what I mean. Them Imperious pieces were made so well.
Mm-hmm.
They're just made top notch. So
they were on a different level, and it showed with the price point. I never bought an Imperious, but back in the day, oh wow. Okay. There used to be a community called watchgeeks.net. Jesus has got 2 Hercs. There you go. What do you guys think of images on like Russian Diver or some Hydromax, the skull hat?
If you're talking about like the what was that artist? There was like an artist series like on the Russian Diver. Remember? Ernie.
Oh yeah.
Is it Ernie something?
I don't remember the dude's name. But yeah, there was an artist for the Russian Divers. I was when I read the comment right now, I was more on the skull of the
or that skull watch.
The hat. No, if you look at the back of a Hydromax,
yes.
There's a skull with the hat on it. I thought it was really cool. Yeah, I thought it was a really cool design for that. I was like, wow.
Yeah, I'm all for any kind of that art stuff. I'm all for it. Even like the Brito or whatever. Ernie Vales or something like that, right? Ernie Vales.
That sounds good. That sounds right.
right?
That sounds about right. I'm not gonna tell you it's not.
And I'm not the one with the names, bro. I'm terrible
Right.
with the names. Yeah,
Right.
no, I mean, I do remember those Russian divers with the Ernie Vale stuff, like the Bride.
Yep, I remember
I
that.
remember and a bunch of those. I'm
I don't
all
remember
for
who
it.
did the renditions of that. It was kind of weird for me because when I think of Russian diver, I think like manly watch and like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
Russians and blah blah blah. You know,
yeah.
my
The
first
cage.
watch was a
I
Russian.
always think of the cage
Yeah,
over the watch. That's what I
yeah,
think of. Yeah.
yeah. My first watch was a Russian diver Kinotar, so there was nothing
Oh, okay.
artsy
Yeah.
about that. That was just like in your face.
Yeah.
And that's just it, because it's like Arnold Schwarzenegger wears those ones. You know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
his piece of choice is the Russian diver. Those I remember those artsy ones, but they didn't really do it for me. Driver Dave or whatever. Or
Do you know what that is? I don't know what that is.
no, it's Diver Dan or something like that. On the Grand Diver, there's an actual guy with the actual scuba helmet and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
not sure if it was Diver Dan or something like Diver Dave, but that's a cool element there because it tells you what that watch is. You know, the influences on that watch is basically a diver from probably the military, the Navy divers and stuff. So,
and it's like the puppy who has the puppy watches have that they have like a mascot.
yeah, there was. It's not like the puppies because the puppies mascot is a cartoon. What was it, Roger Good or something like that?
Roger Good, that's what it is, right there.
Yeah. So his stuff, it was a series, it was a limited series. That's why you always say if you see a puppy watch, you better get it because it's a limited edition. Or should say, yet might be Dan. Yeah, Diver Dan or something, maybe Dan.
He doesn't. He's all mixed up.
I'm the one drinking here, right?
I know. That's all right, Hightower. We know what you mean. Don't worry about it. We got you.
So, yeah, they always said if you ever see a puppy, you better get it because those are limited edition runs, but they're not numbered limited edition, so you don't know when it's going to stop. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, they're limited. They're limited
production.
Yeah, the limited
so it's like
production.
when they're gone, they're gone.
Edition. Right, they're not numbered.
Yeah,
but they do bring them back.
Not the same way. Once they're gone, if they bring them back in a different color format or something like that. But not in the same exact way. They're true to that. It is a true
back. Yeah,
it's a true limited edition or limited production run, I should say.
Oh, all right. I like those puppies.
Yeah, they bring a lot of color and fun to the actual watch itself. Like
they just had the 3 come out with the
Magnum. Oh, wait,
no, with you're the one that you like. The
not the Kraken.
The chain, huh?
Not the chain.
The chain around
Gladiator or Herc?
Yeah. No, the Herc.
I haven't been watching.
Was it a Herc? Whatever's got the chain around it.
They both do.
No, it's not the Gladiator.
Then it's the Herc.
Yeah.
They came out with puppies for
3 of those, yeah.
Wait, yeah, I have one of those.
I was waiting for
last year.
I would have got one because the price was good, but I wanted a purple one. They didn't have a purple one.
I have that. The yellow and purple. Yeah. That was a hot one.
Which X-Wings do you have, by the way? Because you've been collecting for a while.
I have both of the Star Wars one, the X-Wing. I have both versions of those. And I have another X-Wing. and then I've got a Blue Label one, but not. It was with the not the 8040N, the Z60.
Yeah.
Blue Label. So I have a total of 4.
All right, so I have both of the X-Wings, and I have all the Blue Label ones. I have every single one of them. I have the reserve one, the regular one, and the one with the 8040N that came out.
That just came out, yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't too keen on that one because I felt like the dial for the X-Wing is too small for that. You know what I'm saying? For the 8040N movement.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but I had to get it, so.
No, I hear you. That was the one reason I stopped on it. Was like, it just seemed like the dial was too crowded for that movement. If it was in a 52 millimeter.
I know. I don't know why they can't, even if it was just 50 millimeter, just bring it up because they, like you said, it wears bigger than what it is.
They will. They have to. The demand is through the roof for that. What's this? Do they have a character Herc watch?
I wonder if he thinks like a character, just like we've been talking about, but I don't think they do.
What do you mean character? Are we talking like a Marvel piece?
Like the Hydromax? I don't know if he means like the Hydromax character or the Roger Good character.
Well, I mean, because in the back of your Herc, you'll find that lion there.
Oh yes, yeah, that's true.
And that was another cool thing. That's another cool thing about the Invicta watches. Their case backs, the work that they put on their case backs is just as intricate as that they have on the dial.
Yeah, when they do them, right? Yeah,
when they do the Sabakwas and it's all 3-dimensional in the back, and then you've got like the Herc with the lion in the back is like all 3-dimensional. It does the indentation on your wrist. You're like, man, I can see the lion there.
Right.
Yeah, those are actually cool.
Because the Star Wars X-Wing, that's what pisses me off about that watch. It's the back of it is like a stamp. It wears off.
Oh.
I wish it was engraved. It's not.
It's a good thing I still have the I still have the plastic on the case back and the front of the I leave it on the front crystal because it's like I don't want anything to scratch it or anything like that.
Right,
so
right.
A lot of people are like, take that off. I'm like, no, leave it on.
No, I leave. Mine are always wrapped. They're always wrapped. Always. They always have. I bought a roll.
Oh, specifically for that.
Yes.
What was that an Amazon joint you just did?
Yeah.
He says he means like Marvel or DC or anything like that. Not yet.
Star
for
Wars.
the Herc. I don't think they did a
I don't think
Marvel
so either.
or DC character one. I don't think yet, but you know that's probably coming.
Or Star Wars. I don't know if they did a Star Wars. I'm not sure.
For the Herc. Not for the Herc. I don't think so.
Not for the Herc. All right.
No, I would have gotten it.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, there is a couple posters I have here. The rest of my Star Wars stuff is in the garage. I think I might sell my figures, to be honest with you. I got bills to pay.
Yeah. Well, them figures, man. Them figures command the dollars, man. They're good.
I don't want to do it in this economy because I'm going to get hosed on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In this economy, I won't get top dollar for them. I need things to kick back up before I do.
I know.
But otherwise,
same thing with the watches. I know.
Right.
And I'm trying to be
hold on
good
to them a little longer so the shit to pop off right.
Like I'm trying to be good to all the people that that came through and donated. Like Jesus bought one of my octanes, and it was a really good piece. I gave him a good price on it because he donated a lot. So anybody that has donated, I'm certainly going to try and give them the best price I can possibly give them without killing everybody. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, I definitely want it. You know, if it was somebody else, I would have asked for more. But whatever. I mean, it went to a good person. Let's put it that way.
Right.
Good donator, a good guy, and that's all that matters to me. If it has a good home, let's put it that way. I know that for sure.
And that's
And
just
really,
it.
yeah.
What
And that's
was it,
all that matters. So he's
when I gifted Trap the Valjean.
yes.
Sorry. When I gifted Trap the Valjean, I basically was like, I wasn't getting much play on my wrist. And so for me, it was like he wanted one really bad. And ever since I've known him,
Mr. Hightower, I'll let you know. I have
wanted one,
I have a little bit of everything, Mr. Hightower. So if you have something in mind, let me know. But I'll start posting them again for sure. Matter of fact, I'll start posting them tomorrow, and I'll let you know. So go ahead.
So when I gave him that one, it made me feel good because I knew the watch would get play with him.
Right.
Which is me not wearing it.
Yes.
And so, plus there were other things I wanted to get.
Oh yeah.
This one here, this one has been a mission. And when I got it on eBay, the guy didn't have the right links. So I had to buy a whole new bracelet for it.
Really?
Yeah. And that was a mission on itself because I went to Invicta's website. They sent me the wrong bracelet. And I was like, you sent me the wrong bracelet. He goes, nope, that's the one for it. I said, you're full of shit. I know what I'm talking about here.
Yeah.
So I had to go to eBay, get it. Then I had to go ahead and bring it to the store to get sized and everything. So, but this one here.
That one looks like it has the
It has a Z60. This is where the Z60 actually premiered. This was the first watch Invicta had that had the Z60 movement in there.
Oh, okay. But the links for the bracelet, they look like the pins have a cover. Like there's like a, I don't know what they call it, but
there's screws.
Go in, there's like a cover almost.
No, they're screws.
Oh, they're screws?
Yeah.
Oh, that's even better then. Because I can't stand that extra cover part.
Yeah, the reserve bracelet is all screws.
Wow.
So,
nice.
Yeah, I was hard up for this one, man. This one here, it was one of those watches. I saw the show. It premiered in Cancun, and I was like, oh, man, I got to get this watch, blah, blah, blah. Man, that one, it sold out that one weekend they had it. It was $999, and there were 3 versions. There was an all gold tone, there was a 2-tone, and then there was a silver tone that I have here. That one sold out all $999 that whole weekend. And it was one of those moments in my life where I didn't have the money to get it. So it was I
know.
So now that I finally have it, there's a sense of accomplishment. I ain't gonna bullshit. There's a sense of accomplishment.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, I got to go ahead and start chasing the ones that got away. So for the most part, my watch buying is going to be over in on eBay.
Right.
You know, I get alerts every day because I'm still looking out for that Valjean 7751. I get that. That's done.
The Jamal Anderson one, the Imperious one, there's the diamond one, and then they did one without the diamond. So the diamond one,
the one without, right?
Huh?
Do you have the one without?
I have the one without.
Right. I remember that.
And I caught that right in December, this past December. And just after I got it home, and I just paid like $900 for it. So if I overpaid for it, I don't care. I love it. It doesn't matter to me. The diamond X-Wing popped up, and I had no money because I just drained it all from that one. And it stayed up there. It stayed up there, and it was up there for almost a week. And right as I got enough money for it, I went to go buy it, and it was gone.
Just sold.
It just sold. And I
your
mean,
life,
literally
dude.
just sold.
You're like, fuck my life right now, dude.
Because it was on a Friday. So it'd been up
Oh
there
my
for
God.
like 6 days, and I couldn't believe it. And I'm like, man. But I got the Imperious one, and I know that Imperious one, there was only 300 and I think it's 320
Yeah.
because his number's 32. So I think there's 320 of those and only 32 of the diamond ones. So I would have actually scored 2 of the 3 grails in a week, and I just missed it. But they
But
wanted
that's cool. You know why? Because it keeps you playing along here. That's what it does. It keeps you playing
well,
along.
yes, and that one I think is attainable. That one I figured eventually I'll come across the Diamond X-Wing eventually.
Mm-hmm. Hold that thought real quick. Hey, Jesus, on your puppies, they got them on ShopHQ, man. So if you want to
And
go
I
get
have a
them,
and I
not
have a
only
bunch
there,
of puppies.
yeah, not only there, but if you're looking to pay out stuff outright, you can probably catch a crazy deal on InvictaStores.com. Depending on where you live, I know here in Cali we don't have an Invicta store. The closest Invicta store we have to me is in Vegas. But don't get me started on that shit. I'll go on for days.
And I have a bunch of puppies for sale, Jesus. I just haven't posted them.
Okay, so there you go.
Sub 1s and a couple other ones. The sub 1s are beautiful, those puppies. Oof. I love the sub 1. That's another underrated watch.
My favorite sub out of all of them is the 3.
Yes, mine too. I love the sub 3.
When I started collecting, the 3 was there, and what they were doing at that point was sub 1 comes out, they retire, and then here comes sub 2. And then they retire and comes sub 3. When the 4 came out, they retired the 3. About 2 months later, because the backlash that Invicta got for retiring it, they had to bring it back. It's the one that survived.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It was like a cockroach. You just can't kill him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a nice watch.
Yeah. Its design is masterful. You know what I'm saying? Outside of that, the 5 is my second favorite. Because it was a Red Dot Award winner. And then you got the
7, the 6 and the 7.
Those are good too, but then you got to go back to the 1 because the 1 is the one that started it all. Number 1,
yeah.
Number 2, it's got that killer donut, you know,
right.
not doll, but the case is like a donut, you know,
yes.
like literally like you know,
right.
eat the sub 1.
Matter of fact, keep going. Let me pull one up for Jesus. Let me pull up a puppy.
Yeah, go ahead. Houston had 3 stores, but they're temporarily closed. Okay, so that's where you're at, Jesus, in Houston.
Yep, he's in Houston.
So you might be where Heimdall is. I think Heimdall's in Houston or San Antonio.
Yeah, he might be. Oh, where is it?
Trying to find a puppy for him?
Yeah, I know I got it, but I'm like you. I don't know which case it's in. I thought it was in one. It's not there.
No, I don't have that problem no more, man.
Well, I do. I'm almost positive.
I'm on the laptop here. So while you're looking, I'm going to go upstairs to the bedroom and show the case right now that I have.
All right. All right, here's a couple right here. Because this is the one, too, that I want the purple version of. I want the purple version of the 1. So this one's there's a gray strap with a green dial and orange subdials. And then you have a green strap with a blue dial and green subdials and orange hands. Yep, I have a couple other ones too, huh?
See that? So
but they have one with they have one that's I think it's a purple strap and the face is orange. That's the one I want. But these are really nice. You like those, Jesus? They're both really nice, man. Killer watches. This one here, this blue dial is awesome. Damn. I don't know why it won't focus, but I wanted to see that. Look at this. Yeah, the green one's nice too. Both of these dials are really spectacular. You got to see them in person. They shine like crazy, especially this green one with the orange. This thing really pops. Oh, is it good? Yeah, there you go. And it's got blue hands. It's nice. I'll come up with something. Fats. What's going on, Fats? I don't know what happened to yeah, Jesus, there's a if you don't know, there's an as is section of ShopHQ. God, am I fucking stupid. ShopHQ. So check out their sample section. It's called As Is, where they have watches that come in that are probably used. Oh, Fats, you're the one that keeps coming on and off, right? Yeah, Jesus, I'll let you know, buddy. Oh, you mean you got Fats? You got the purple one that I want, the purple sub one? I don't know what's going on with Desange. Fats, why don't you come up, bro? Or you're probably working, sorry. Although it's almost 11 o'clock, you're almost off. We've been on for 2.5 hours. That's crazy. I can't believe we've been on this long. Yeah, I know you're at work. You're always at work, bro. OV's doing all right, Fats? I haven't had a chance to talk to her. I had some issues going on with my mom today, but everything is okay, thankfully. Uh-oh, we lost Dickerson. Oh, well. Let me see what else I could pull up for you. Uh-oh, I think he's back.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. You're having some trouble. That's all right.
No, I accidentally hit the power button. So I had to completely log back off and stuff. Okay.
Well, what I saw was really nice, so.
I don't know what you can see here.
Oh, I can see it, man. That's beautiful. Look at this. So how did you build that, man?
I didn't build shit. I got someone to do it for me. my wife, one of the girls that she went to school with.
You didn't measure the pillows and do all that?
No. That's all, John. I paid someone to do this for me.
Yeah.
My wife knows someone when she was in school, and yeah. She has a thing. She's on Instagram It's called She's the Builder.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So here's a puppy here.
Oh yeah, I know that one. That one's beautiful. I just love the colors, man.
That's just it.
That's the purple and light blue, right?
That's the pink or
pink.
with the end there. Hold on.
Oh yeah, yep.
And then the aubergine for
And the aubergine, yeah, purple aubergine, yep.
Yeah.
I love that aubergine.
I used to go ahead before I was buying puppies. Whenever I bought a watch, I would whenever I bought a watch, I would have take that watch, go to the store, get a dress shirt, or go ahead and get like a tie to match it. Now with these puppies, you can't do that. It's like, well, that's like jeans and a white shirt right there.
Yeah, no doubt.
What was that comment about? She's all right. Or she's
okay. OV went into the hospital. Her heart was I guess her heart was racing a little bit, but they stabilized her and she's okay. I believe she came out today and she's gonna be home off all week. So she's just resting up all week.
She's okay?
Yep, she's all right.
Okay.
Yep.
I did not know that.
Yep. But that is beautiful the way they made that your display.
I don't know if I can get a really good shot of it or anything, but
well, what we saw, yeah, I mean that's crazy. I can see that right there. That's amazing.
Yeah. Then I've got a couple boxes over here by the bed, as well as boxes in the closet that still hold, because I didn't get rid of all my boxes because some of my dive boxes are made specifically for the watches. Like I have watches that
exactly.
They have strap spots for it. I've got to keep those dive boxes.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I got
if anybody's interested in a couple of 50 slot boxes, I got them for sale, or you can just come by and pick them up. I don't really care. I won't even sell them. I'll just give them away. Shoot. Do I have an obscure piece here? Well, I mean, this is that Blue Label X-Wing we were talking about earlier.
Yeah. Yeah. And I know you have the other two. Do you know where that fourth one is?
In a dive box.
All right.
Yeah, because
is it older?
Huh? No.
Is it older?
No, it's not.
All right.
This is
because there's a few older ones I'm chasing.
No, you're gonna have more than me.
Yeah, but you've been collecting for longer than I have. I was hoping maybe you had an older one that I wouldn't have had.
No, I didn't really jump on the X-Wings until like maybe 2-3 years ago because they're listed as 46. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But I love the design, so I was like, all right, I'll try 46. But when you put it on, it doesn't fit. It doesn't wear
fit. Yeah, I know. It wears larger.
So it's like you're
Yeah.
And that prompted me to buy more.
You know who doesn't have one is Fats, and Fats says he won't for the same reason. I keep telling him it wears bigger. Just trust me.
Yeah. I mean, Fats, I've got a rule. If it's not 47 millimeters or up, I don't do it. But I just tried I was like, okay, let me just try. Worst thing is I can always return it, right?
Yep.
So I got it, and it actually wears bigger than 46 millimeter. It wears kind of like a 50 millimeter or 49 millimeter.
Exactly.
But if you're deep into that camp, just hold out till they get they'll get the what is it? I'm sure they'll get like an XL version of the X-Wing where it's like 56 millimeters or 58 millimeters. I'm sure that's coming down the pipe. There's too much too much of a demand for that. So check this out. I've got a watch here I've not even opened yet. I mean, I've opened it to see it and go, yeah, but
I have so many that are like that.
it's one of those Grand Divers where they have the flag on it.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. It was for 99 bucks. I finally broke down and got one.
I like that case. I've never seen that case.
This is number 1089 out of 1776. But I haven't even worn it yet.
Oh, nice.
Is there a holiday coming up this week?
I have the Hydromax one. The Hydromax flag.
Yeah.
Where it's
hydroplated.
Hydroplated, yeah.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
That Hydromax is a nice watch too. I have a whole set of those. I like them.
I've got
a little top heavy, but it's a nice watch.
1, 2, and I've got the 2 Star Wars ones, the graffiti ones. So I have 4 Hydromaxes.
Yeah.
I've got about 9 Sea Hunters. I've got about 4 or 5, actually 6 Octanes. This is just what I see right here.
Yeah.
There's still a couple of dive cases that I have to get to.
Yep.
But I like it here like that because it's like I can see what I need to wear, grab it, get dressed and go. X-Wing or Tria, I'm going to get, yes. Okay. Jesus, on the Tria. When it came out, I was like, I'm not spending that kind of money on a Tria. That's ridiculous.
It's a beautiful watch.
I was saying to myself, it's a fucking Zeus. What? I have a couple of Zeuses. I don't need another one. But dude, that Tria,
it's a beautiful watch, man.
I traded with Tommy for this Tria.
Oh, you got that one. Yeah, I have that one. It is such a nice watch.
And
it's a nice watch.
Yeah, I mean, the real estate it takes up on your wrist makes it so worth it.
But it is, yeah, that is one badass watch. I love that. If
I was going to say between the two,
I got to go find mine. I want to wear it now.
Between the two, I would go Tria. I know Genji is probably, biased.
No, I'm a huge fan of the Tria, man. I'm a huge fan of it. I'm X-Wing at heart, but I'm not stupid, man. That Tria is gorgeous, man. It is such a nice watch.
It's a lot of watch, man. You're like,
oh man, it's a ton of watch.
I still don't know what I'm looking at with those side time zones. I don't care.
I know.
I'm like, I don't really care. I'm like, I can't tell the times there. I don't know what it means. Whatever.
Right. I have that one, and I have the black label and the blue label.
Of the Tria?
On the Tria, yeah. They are just awesome.
Yeah, if you don't own one, you need to get one.
Yeah.
In fact, I would tell you right now, get yourself a Tria.
Yes, absolutely.
You will not be disappointed.
Not one bit.
You will not be disappointed.
Nope, not at all. That's for sure. It is such a nice watch. And like you said, it just has a command
on the wrist.
Presence. It's and people are just going to come up and look at that thing, and they have no choice because it's that nice, that watch.
Oh yeah.
So, just be ready for people to be checking your wrist out because it is that nice.
Yo, man, for real, Jesus, you get that watch, bro. People are gonna be like, "Well, goddamn, it's gonna be like that."
Yes,
it's literally gonna be like that.
It may not be Heather, but it'll still be,
Well, Heather will go goddamn too, but still.
Heather for sure would go goddamn. I know that. Yeah. No doubt. So. Yeah. Well, coming up on 11 o'clock, my friend.
Yes, my friend. I was getting ready to tell you. It's like, just like I tell my wives, it's like wrestling was here before you. It'll be here after you. So I got about 6 minutes before it starts.
Yep.
So
I want to thank Jesus, Fats, Mr. Hightower, I will get in contact with you and Jesus tomorrow. And I don't know, Vic is gone. I don't know who else is left in here. That should be
That's
about
late,
it.
man. It's almost
Right.
11 o'clock.
And Dickerson, I'm sorry about the mix-up. We will straighten that out the next time. But I certainly appreciate.
No,
I
of
told
course,
everybody, I
man.
said Dickerson's coming up, man. I'm just waiting for him to finish eating, and he should be up any minute.
I'm sitting there like waiting.
I know.
Hey, when's that link coming through? I thought you were gonna send it on Messenger, so I was like,
Yeah. All right.
I'm glad I checked
and
it. We good, man.
just treat everybody right. If you got any last words,
Oh no, man. You know what? Talking to you is always a blast. Because we just get real. Not
Yep.
like that one time the way we talked.
Yeah.
But
That's
you know,
all
it
right.
was more PG
You took
this
me right
time.
out of my bad mood, buddy. You did. You really
Oh
did.
my goodness. No, but yeah, talking to you is always a blast, man. And I definitely
One day we'll meet.
yeah, we will. We will. I may have something in May. I don't know.
That's all right.
If not, we definitely meet at Godfathers for sure. So
Yes.
all right, guys. Hey, have a good night, guys.
Be good to yourselves. Be good to the people around you. And again, you can buy yourself a nice watch.
Can't buy time.
So be good to everybody.
Have a good night, man.
All right, man. Take care, huh?
Later, bro.
Thank you, everyone, for coming by. Thank you.